Greetings and welcome. How are you all doing today? Have you had a great day? Some more Kerbal Space Program, and Gene Kerwin just here in the mission controls and tell us what we're doing today. Gene, what are we doing? Exploring Kerwin? I don't know, maybe. Hey Captain Cars, hey Rancy, and hey Raven, and Mr. Washington Toad. And apparently Vector thinks Hey Raven is a Hey Vector, so there we go. Captain Cars, thank you very much for the 36-month resub. Very much appreciated. I hope you're having a great day. And I hope you're enjoying all the emotes.
Ground control to Major Troll. Ground control to Major Troll. Come in, please.
We hear you very clear. I'm not seeing. That one? What do we get? We got hypergravity emote. Boop. Which is a man falling down. Got it. Alrighty. So in the last stream that we did of KSP, we go to the tracking center. It's the best way of doing it. Right, we have accepted this mission, this big green one here, and we got that close to it.
Mission is not to do a DJ crumble.
We're nowhere near it high enough.
Not crumble over.
Do not crumble over. Got it. We will not explode into a fireball. What is that one? Comnet. Okay. I'm doing okay. Just waiting on phone meeting with my psychotherapist. Cool. I hope it goes well. I've not actually done a phone one before. I've only ever done not heard one. I've only ever heard of in-person ones. Is that called because of COVID or is that normal?
How are you today? How's the cats? Over.
The cats are very well. Smudgy decided he wanted to try and disassemble a cat toy. So Molly opened the side of it and he's been pulling the stuffing out of it all day. Hey Chatsuka, how you doing? How are things been? And Hajay, thank you very much for the host. Much appreciated. So yeah, I was saying with all this lot. We went out to the Mun. We did a quick flyby of the Mun. We launched 2 comm satellites. One's in a polar orbit, one's in a slightly inclined orbit. Sure, why not there?
Over.
The Mach 2, I think has a bit of science on it as well. I'm not sure. Sounds like Get It Smudge has had fun. He has. He has indeed had fun. So we're going to try today. First of all, we're going to try at some point to try and get that mission complete. I don't really want to dump the mission. I'd rather try and hit it if we can. It is a vertical mission. Where's KSC on here? Is that KSC? Yeah. So...
I wonder if Major Troll realizes how I'm doing me. Cheers. Over.
We're going to fly south on that one. Okay. South flying on that one. What if Major Trolls realize how I'm doing me. Cheers. I understand how you're doing. I see them. All space themed. I'm not too good. Wait a minute. Break my thumb, so I do everything left-handed now. Oh, as somebody who's been left-handed for a lot of years, that's going to take a lot of getting used to. As somebody, I've been left-handed, well, all my life actually, funny enough. But I know that a lot of tools and equipment is designed for right-handed people, so it makes it awkward to try and do some certain things, and then obviously having to translate your entire process as well, just naturally it's going to be it's a rough time for you, Captain Goss. Raven, thank you very much for the 500 bits. Thank you very much for that. More like radio themed. Over. Okay. It sounds like more like radio space themed, like something you'd hear from within the capsules. All right. So, like I say, we did a Mun flyby. I want to hit this ping here. And I also want to do a Minimus Flyby as well. Possibly even a landing if we can. Minimus is a great place to do your first landing. Mun's great for your first flyby because it's closer, and it's on the accretion plane, accretion disk. Minimus is an elevation. Definitely, there we go. So an inclination, quite a high one. Well, actually, it's quite low actually, but considering we're not doing things purposely. But also it's got that very, very low gravity, which is great for landing on. Oh yeah, being left-handed sucks in this random society. Yeah, it does. That's why because by being left-handed and an IT support person, I can stand on someone's right-hand side to help them with something, and then still use their mouse with my left hand. So you sort of they're sat there. Normally, a 90 person has to make you move out the way so they can do stuff. But I can stand at their side and use their mouse, so it's really helpful. But because a lot of mice like this one are designed to be held in the right hand only, they have a special shape on them that only works in the right hand. I had to learn to use both hands very, very efficiently with the mouse. So now I classify myself as mousey dexterous. So I use the mouse in either hand. Because, it's like if I do anything with computers now, I use left hand for work and right hand for gaming, because WASD fits much better on the left hand. Okay, so let's see what we have on mission wise. We want to be heading out to Minimus if we can. We'll probably just take that as a do-go if we can. We definitely have a moon mission to be looking at. What do we have on the mission list then that will help us out with these? We have Explore Kerbin, and that is rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit of Kerbin. We don't have maneuvering thrusters, so that would be very interesting to do without maneuvering thrusters. 2 tourists, that goes very well for us. We have a very good success rating on the Taurus, right? Funny enough, I use a computer the way right people do. I can't really use a mouse with the left hand. It is interesting. I learned a long while ago, as part of the support role, to use a left-handed mouse on the left hand. But to help me out though with all this lot, my dad is right-handed, my mother is left. My dad is right-handed, mother's left-handed, brother is right-handed. So our family is 50-50 split. So it wasn't a big issue with learning it. Then again, for work, I use keyboard with a track point integrated in it. Yeah, I mean, software, so 90% of my interactions is keyboard, but gaming is where you get the precision needed. All right, what do we have? Tourists, rescue. So 2 rescue missions. 3 rescue missions. They're rendezvous without the docking. That's actually not a bad one to go for. Just get close by. Satellite in a Pacific order. We haven't got the satellite nearby dealt with yet, so let's all from the satellite ones for now. And another rescue. Okay, we have 4 rescue missions. Who is going to be the easiest one to rescue to start with? Can you tell me who they are? Did it not tell you who they are? That's a little annoying. Kerbin. Information. There's nobody up there. Okay. Mum and Dad were both right-handed. My grandma was left-handed, but taught to only use right hand and everything back in the day. Yeah, back in the day they didn't care. You just had to deal with it and learn. Now we can do everything ourselves. All right. Does it tell me anything about the inclination of your orbit? Because I really don't want to take a really high inclination orbit for this if we can help it. It doesn't actually tell me the inclination of these orbits, which is kind of... Okay. Well, the good thing about these are free Kerbals, and we kind of need pilots. I'm hoping some of these are pilots. I also can't find a good place to watch Star Trek Lower Decks without buying CBS and using a VPN. So, yeah, what is Star Trek Lower Decks? I've not heard of that one. I'm guessing it's like a behind the scenes thing. Or is it the animated series? Because I've not really watched the animated series. Okay, so we're going to grab some of these. Let's see. An animated series. See, that's the one. I haven't seen any of the animated series, so... You should watch the YouTube fan-made series of Star Trek. What was it called? Oh, it was like a Horizon or something like that. Star Trek Horizons, I think it was something like that. It's a fan-made series. Yeah, there's quite a lot of episodes, probably 10 or so series of it as well. It's based in the TNG universe. Not watched that one yet. Alright. Let's pick a random one up then. Let's see who we do. You are that one. Let's go with Kerbal Motion. And your construction story. So I'm going to grab 2 of these. They got 80 different fights on these. 29, 24, 23. Congratulations, you get picked up first. Alright, with 2 rescue missions in play. Let's see if we can do them. Well, I wanted to watch it because there's quite a lot of references in the series. Yeah, that is a little annoying when they do that. Alright, you're at 79 and you're at 78, so you're both on an equal playing field here. Alright, well, let's go and make a craft that can grab both of them, shall we? So we already have a craft which can do 2 tourists to space. It's not the most reliable for bringing it back down again, is something I'm aware of. So we probably need to tweak its design. Let's see. 3 to space, I think we called it. There it is. Alright, first of all, we're on number 7. Is our next ship number. Yep, you here to mod today? Because if so, I'm leaving again. Alrighty, chat. See you later. I can mod myself, it's not a big issue. KSP doesn't usually bring out the trolls. Trolls usually working, so. Did I hear rocket launches? Oh god, we're never going to launch again now. Might as well end the stream now. Hey mate, how you doing? Right, let's drop the SRBs off for the part of the rebuild. Put them there. Right, so get rid of that. Rid of that. If we drop a heat shield on it, that would add weight, right? And we have the monoprop is gone. Well, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to react quickly on it. I'm on mobile as well. Doing alright, just checking over my tools for work tomorrow. What tools you got to deal with? Is that the lockpick tools? Where is my heat shields? Aerodynamics, maybe? No. Oh, there they are. Heat shields under thermal. Makes sense. Right, drop heat shield on there. That should add a bit of weight to the bottom of the craft. That'll help push that bottom into the wind when we're coming down. Yeah, just checking away if I got the lockpicks I need. Excellent. Well, hopefully you do. If not, buy a can of Coke on the way to work. Alright, so this will give us enough to get that into space with a heat shield, and we had a fairly decent amount of maneuvering, but we're going to need a lot more maneuvering capabilities, so let's get rid of the junk SRB on the bottom that I'll put there for fun. Okay, let's not delete the engine as well, though. There we go. Alright, SRB number 1. I'm actually not a big fan of SRBs in general. I think we should got all liquid stacks at some point. Do we have the bigger SRBs available right now? We have the thumpers, which is what they are. Okay. 008 is what is the number I believe we're on now. And this is the rescue craft. Damn it, I put a dash in each one of them. I was kind of wondering if there was a dash or not, that's what I was looking for. And it was. Save that. Open the file. Get the one out the dash. And delete it so no one will ever know we made a mistake. Alright, that craft is not finished yet. We've got some more tweaks to be doing, but I want to go and see if we have any science stuff we can grab to help us out with. I think it's that bad luck that I could use with a mechanic to open it. Okay. Also, I'm going to leave for today again. You have fun killing Kerbals. I will indeed have fun killing Kerbals. Also, you call that rescue craft, not rescue. Thank you. I did not even notice that. What mission are you doing? Right now, we're going for a rescue Kerbal from space, from orbit. Then we're going to head out to... If I can get a craft to get the satellite mission done, we'll do that. If not, we'll head out to Minimus first. But I want to see what we have for science. We have 99 science, so we can buy one of these or one of them. Ooh, we got one or one. Higher maneuverability, that's always good. Reaction wheels are good. Airplane parts are fun to play with, but not right now. Miniaturization would give us the docking port, which we need for one of the missions. And none of those are helpful other than that. The hitchhiker container would be useful for recovering people. That actually could be useful for the recovery. It's a 4 capacity though. We don't need 4 capacity, but it would be useful. Welcome back, Raven. Bladder, wheel, storage unit, and control system. We need that for later. Aerodynamics would give us the jet engine intakes, but basically parts to make a jet. Got it. The ductive fan. What? The medium ductive fan propeller can push a lot of air through a small space. Sure. Jet engines, basically. You are the tops, the protective shell. That will make aerodynamics much easier. Okay, good. But nothing other than the protective shells appears to be a service module. A service bay with exposed doors do not open by hand. I haven't seen those before. They're newer than I played. Service module itself, yep, probably that one just not tiered. A structural tube. Kerbals like to play hide and seek with these small tubes. I'm guessing they're just like pieces of rocket that give you spacing without having to take up space with fuel and stuff. Yeah. Flags, the hinges, servos, hydraulics, and okay, so a lot of robotic stuff in that one. Fuel systems would give us fuel pipes, which I would like to have. Ooh, the drain valve. So the drain valve, if I remember correctly, is it's a reaction control system, but using the liquid fuel rather than monoprop. What if you fail to attach the fuel pipe at all? Solve the issue. Alright, let's read the description on this one. While trying to solve the initial issue with the FTX1 series fuel lines, that's this one here, FTX2s. The FTX1 had an issue then. An engineer at Aerodynamics had an ingenious thought. What if you failed to attach a fuel pipe at all? Solves the issue of making sure the fuel goes the right direction because it just goes out. He was demoted and assigned to bookkeeping duties. Later on, Floyd resurrected his idea from the form of FTE1, a valve that can allow you to drain most resources from that part it happens to be attached to. Great for emergencies, flotation adjustment, or just fun rocket pranks. Alright. Big fuel tank. They would be fun to have. I'm not going to lie about that one. Fuel tank, adapter. Yeah, fuel tank, and fuel tank. Okay, I'm seriously thinking we go for fuel tank. But just because they could be fun. Propulsion systems are the monoprop and the teeny engines. Why do you get a monoprop engine, a tank, without any monoprop based engines? Interesting. And heavy rocketry will give us the big engines, so we want those, but we might as well get that fuel tank in place first. You know what? Let's grab the fuel tank. There we go. That'll give us a lot of things to play with as well. Because right now we have a very long, narrow rocket. If we can build a bulkier one, that might actually work out better. So let's start off by scrapping that. The entire stage. So we have these fuel tanks now, which will go out. So let's see if we can make something bigger with this. More fuel tanks, more kaboom materials. Indeed, indubitably. Okay, so let's see what do we have on fuel tanks. Not that one, too small. That one is too big. That one is also too big, unless we have an adapter to change between them. Do we have an adapter to change between them? We do! That is a lot of fuel. That is a lot of fuel. I think we can probably get that into orbit in one go. I don't think it's a good idea, but we probably could. Just give it a test. Can we get the? Do we have the fuel efficiency for that? Give me the switch. Those do they vector? They vector. Give me the Reliant on the bottom, and say 4 of these. Okay. Give me that, thank you. That gives me 1.8 off the ground TWR, straight off the ground. It also gives us 3200, and it is 3500 to Kerbal orbit. Ooh, I need to make my Delta V map up. Delta V map, please. Personal, work, no. Did I not save the KSP map? I did not. KSP, Delta V map. Try to find the latest version. There we go. 3400. Got it. Pop you over there. for that quick access when we need it. Where's me? OBS. And all the other stuff that I went behind the windows, being up there to keep things safe. And there we go. That's almost the same as what I used to get into orbit and Minimus. Yeah, it's a big rocket. It's I don't think you used these though, did you? I think you had a much sharper piece going out. But that gives us 200, so that won't get us. That will not get us into Kerbal orbit, Minimus orbit. What we can do is detach some of these and put another stage in the middle there with a swivel. Can't put the swivel there because it will look weird. So it's going to be off of there. We need to put a knob. Tap you back on there. Thank you. We need a fuel tank for the swivel to go onto. Yeah, I use an adapter, but several tanks, including 8 of those smaller engines and 4 SIPs. Yeah, but you didn't take the whole thing to space. You dropped something down earlier on as well. So we have that's a mid-range fuel tank. Do I even have a better engine actually? I have the Terrier. The Terrier just sips fuel. That would give me 667 Delta V. That would do exactly what we're wanting to do actually. That, if we can get that to space, that'll give me enough to do the recovery. And the Terrier is good for what we're going to be doing, so that's good. We need some batteries on here, power generation. That's going to be a big issue for us. It's always been a problem up to now with the electronic systems. We have a battery. And we can put that up here where the parachute goes. There we go. And because it looks stupid, let's pull it down inside. There we go. It doesn't look as... It will fully hide it, but we'll just make it look a little less stupid, that's all. Alright. That looking good so far. We have the 2 drogue chutes there, we have the parachute on top, and we have the secondary parachute on the bottom, which will help pull this up at an angle when it's ready to come down. We also have a power cut, so give me 1 second. Alright, so that should be able to do the mission. And I put heat shield on the bottom of there, so that should act as a pretty decent weight at the bottom, even though we don't need that heat shield. It doesn't need the heat shield at all. It's not relevant to the craft because it's not going down fast, but it will act as a weight balance. Alright, let's drop a couple of solar panels on this thing, so I want to make sure we have power. 3 should most definitely do it. They're a little bit stuck out though, aren't they? Number 2. C. Just push them in a little bit. There we go. That should add nicely. I hate the fact your windows are not centered. You know what? I'm going to line it with here. Alright, so back to C to push it in. 3 to give a slight rotation. And then that way the wind can bounce off of it, right? That's how it works in the real world. A power cut? That's why I just didn't cut the power completely. So the house has a bad wiring. A lot of those don't care, so they're not in any attempt to fix it at all. But sometimes it's daily, sometimes it can be like 2 months between it happening. This one was about 6 weeks or so since that happened. But the master switch drops down. I just have to walk up and push the master switch back up again. If I knew the problem, I'd fix it, but I've checked every electronic device in the house. It's none of them. So it's got to be something in the actual wiring. 200 on that other one. So this is worth 2 of those, that's good. Alright, what's the next stage? Next stage is a separator. And then stick that big fuel tank on the bottom. There we go. And then take that up out of the ground. There we go. Alright, so that's that prepped. You are... There we go. All out. Need an extra stage for you. Thank you. That gives me a 1.6 TWR. We could stick some SRBs in here just to help with the launch speed. I have no problem with that. If we go with 4 SRBs, they will place themselves directly between those engines, which will be quite useful. Give us the thumper here. So if you want to know how to place one of these on these SRB, these connectors, easiest. The mistake a lot of people make when they do that is if you look straight down, you can see they're not on the coupling straight. So what I usually do is I place myself straight on with the craft, straight with that coupling right in the center of the camera. But because of where the center of it was, and you see how it sort of snaps there, do that, and it's now in the very center. So that helps a lot. But I would love to use the liquid engines on these, but we don't have the recovery mod. I really should install the recovery mod, because I like that mod and it makes sense logically. Probably do it a bit later on when we're down the tech tree a little bit, and we'll say that's when it took effect. Or should we just install it now? I kind of leaning towards just installing it now. A very quick install of the recovery mod, which basically says if you put enough parachutes on these, you recover them. I like that idea though. It'll give me more reason to build a what do you call it, a recoverable craft, or at least a liquid craft. Alright. To place the space tape, I like to go to the top of these, just on the inside there. Boop. Then I go to the other side of the craft. And place where the space tape is roughly where I want it to be. Aim for where I think it's going to be about. There should do it. Align it with the other tape. Boom. And you've got a pretty decent positioning, and they're all straight because they're all that's how they line up. Maybe after that mission. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Down the tech tree. Well, I can install it and then just not actually put the parachutes on to start with. But I'll install it after this mission, and then we just won't put the parachutes on to start with. But when we get to a later tech tree, I'll start putting parachutes on to recover. SRBs aren't worth saving, but bigger stages like this and the liquid, if you want liquid boosters instead of solid boosters, definitely worth trying to save them. They are expensive. Alright, we have a Reliant down the bottom there, and the Reliant doesn't like having a lot of weight on it, so I'm going to stick these on the pad to help out. There we go. Those will fire at the same time as the SRBs, which will also fire at the same time as these engines. There we go. Right. There we go. So we now have 1300 meters per second on the main stack. They'll drop off. We have another 1700 there, so that's more than enough to get us into orbit. And then we can drop, and we can use the 633 for our upper stage, which is going to be that piece there. That'll work well. Also, yes, rescue craft into rescue craft. What are we doing? Maybe after that mission. Oh, Robo Pete's message threw me out for a second. Yes. Q. Craft. Spelled it right this time around. Save it. Load. Delete the one with a spelling mistake on it. Recure craft. Can go away. Alright. Rescue craft is ready. There should be no passengers, so make sure no one jumped in that seat when they went supposed to. Good, they didn't. We have the pilot here. We have we have a decent amount of fuel. We have power generation. We have backup power, which has always been a problem when coming back down, is the fact that we don't have power. Now, the moment we start descending to a decent level, these will burn off. That's all there is to it, because they're going to be in the jet stream down here. Should we? Yeah, I really should. I won't say should we put them higher up, but we really should put them into the into here, so they're out of the jet stream a little bit. Where's the door? Door is there. Put them on the far side to the door where the flag sits. We only want 3 of them. Swing to the far side. Ooh. Zoom in. Number 3. Give it a rotation. Press C to get rid of that piece. You know what? Correct the alternate. Quick. Give me them. Alright, let's try and put them on here. We need 3 of them, put them roughly there. Number 2, push them in a little bit so that they don't cause any issues. Number 3, to give them a slight rotation alteration because they are ever so slightly. There we go. And that should put them really close to the hull with just a slight outback. Okay, I like that. That worked well. Hey, Toad. Welcome back. How are customers today? Are they being customers again? That should hold us though. That should recover what we need to recover. I say we're good to launch. May that look away now. We're launching. Hey chat, I have Philly cheesecake. Just wanted to let the chat know my customers are morons. Yeah, they are. Alright, let's throttle this to 75%, and then we'll throttle down once we're clear of the launch towers, and let the SRBs do their job, and then we'll roll from there. Fuel gauge up. Katloff, are you ready? Good. Engage. Get it down to there. Climbing, beginning roll almost immediately. Not too much roll, but just to make sure we don't drift in the wrong direction, because that's an early game mistake. Is you go straight up and then you'll end up drifting that way. You have to counter it later on. Okay, we're accelerating a little bit faster, so I'm throttling down a little bit more. Leading her over at 3k. Doing too fast. Putting throttle most of the way. Ready to stage. Staging. Rolling up. Continuing rollover. We're at 10k. We're a little bit hard on the lift right now. Nope. Told you we were a little hard on the lift right now. Damn it. Line. At 10k you want it to be over a bit, but we were a little bit too far over, and that aerodynamics is what killed us there. There we go. We're now going to do a hard burn for most of this orbit now, just to make sure we get up there. 38k, want to be on the halfway mark and hold there. That sounds like it's really loud to you guys. I will have to adjust your volume later. Head over a bit more. My engines are very, very powerful. 70k. I want to be up to about 78k. There we go. Hold that. Put you on prograde hold, please. Don't worry, I'm launching myself. Isn't that dangerous? So I can use a rocket or something. So we did a flip on the way up. That was an interesting thing to do. Wasn't the plan. I will point that out. That was not indeed the plan. That one is in the wrong stage. Right. So let's switch to map mode and see what we got here. Get rid of. There we go. We have. It's just not too bad. It's not the pointiest of launches, which is good. We don't really want a really pointy launch. You want to be nice and flat. Unfortunately, that one has gone past us just recently. But we are dealing with 2 capsules to try and grab, so I'm not too worried about lining up the orbits with one of them. All right, well, let's bring up. We've got 1 minute, so let's bring that up. I'm sending a satellite to the moon. Landing or orbiting? It's a satellite, so I assume orbiting. Okay, let's slow it down. We are 11 seconds on the clock. Switch back to manual control. Hold there. Full throttle. Flight nose up. There we go. Nose down. These are way too much gimbal on them. Okay. Line us up with the orbit, please. Holding 9 seconds. Preparing to stage. Orbit. Okay. Slight problem. We orbited with this big stage. Didn't really want to do that. It is going to be our first piece of space debris if we leave it here. But you know what? Let's give it a little nudge back into the atmosphere, shall we? It has no fuel left. Really? No fuel? Wow. Fuel tanks are actually empty. I didn't realise it was actually empty. In that case, we've got space debris up with us. That's fun. Right. So I didn't want to bring space debris up, but that's the problem. So we have to deal with that later. Orbit before manned mission. Got it. Okay, so we have two crafts we're going to grab here. We have this one, which I'll set as a target for a second. Is on the far side of the planet, and this one here, which is on the close side. Good, and we are going to be on our intersect. We will be 700k out, so we've got a nice high orbit here. This will slow us down. We don't want to be slowing down too much, so let's bring out. We are in retrograde, so let's bring that. I wasn't paying attention when I did this burn. Bring the orbit down a bit. Alright, there we go. Don't want to bring that down any lower than 70. Alright, so on our first pass, we're going to be there. So what I want to do is bring this around to our intercept point. Yeah, bring it around to our intercept point, which will be over here, and then do a correction. Can I have Kerbal as a center? Thank you. So we want to be coming ourselves over to here. Add a maneuver node at this point. And just move it slightly afterwards. Then we can make some adjustments here. So that makes our orbit go bigger. That makes our orbit go smaller. If we do it here, our periaps would go into 80k. I want to bring it down as low as we can. That's maybe okay. Maybe that's a bit too low. 28k. Where's our actual apoaps? Right here at 93, and we have 71 over there. If we do it at our periaps, bring that down as well. You would be 68. So I'm going to swap it around again. That puts you at 72 and 70. That would give us the inside track on catching up with this craft. That would mean we went too slow. Okay. Well, we're going too slow. Get rid of that maneuver node entirely. Let's do the opposite version then. Let's speed up and we'll slow ourselves down. We'll catch up with a different one. Set that one as our target. And we'll slow ourselves down. Ooh, okay, that went a bit faster than expected there. Put my camera over this side. Alright, so if we were to burn here, we want to bring those in alignment with each other. They are not going into alignment with each other, which is interesting. Maybe do an orbit or two just to get ourselves started. Let's give ourselves one full orbit, and we'll do the work over here. We want to do the work in the daylight anyway, so give me a full one orbit loop. Also helps our batteries get charged up again, which is never a bad thing. Alright, hold there. Right, so if we were to place an orbital marker here, and say increase our speed a little bit, or decrease our speed a little, that puts us onto an exact orbit with theirs. So we need to break that out. That puts us there. Now we're going to be increasing and decreasing this order. So I'm going to take it up. 155 would give us some maneuverability there. So let's take ourselves around to about here. And this will give us the ability to prograde, please. This will give us the ability to do what we're doing. There we go. I don't hold that too much because I'm going to ask you to line it with that blue thing. Wrong button. Let's line you up there. All right. Hold that. Right. So we have 1 minute 24. Start burn for 1 minute 19. So roughly burn time is 8 seconds. Oh, give me the burn time indicator as well. I didn't realize we had that already unlocked. Let's go. We'll speed up time a little bit then. 44, 43, 30, 20. There we go. Hold that. Burn in 7 seconds. And burn. And cancel. There we go. Maneuver node is set. We are 93 of which, let me see then. And 153, that's good. Can we get rid of that? Thank you. Our targets, this one, that target is set to rendezvous with us at no point in the near future. Got it. And this one, also none, because we're too high on our orbit. So we're going to go around to the far side here and make an adjustment. And bring ourselves up to a proper alignment here. There we go. That should put our orbits in alignment at this point here. So we can use that as a marking point. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to ask myself very quickly, can you just walk me over here, please? I'd like to be nearby that point. And then we can make adjustments as we need to. Ooh, there we are. Right, so let's line up. There we go. And 44 seconds to start. It's only 1 second burn, 11 meters per second. That's a really, really light burn. 5 seconds to activate. Doing a slower burn this time around so we don't overdo it. There we go. All right. That gives us a maneuver right now. So if we were to line up with that one, we would be separation of 853 meters. And if we were to do it after that one, that would be 1,000. So we're actually breaking away from that one. We are slowing down, so it's the wrong craft to be tracking. It wants to be you then. We're tracking. Can we? Thank you. There we go. All right, so you get rid of that maneuver node because it's not relevant anymore. When we come to here, we will pass you at 1,300, and then after that, we'll be down at 1,100. So we're losing a couple of hundred each time. Okay, let's send us around an orbit. So we'll go past that and see how much of that orbit we actually lose. I think we need to burn the orbit a little bit higher. I want to speed up the process a little bit here. So if I put even more gap onto it, 1,300, bring it less gap, 1,300. Oh, because it's doing it on the one side. Right, okay. Ah! Damn it, I grabbed the wrong anchor. So if I put that up even higher, then grab that wheel. Yeah, that'll give us quite a big drop. Okay, we can do that. This is going to be a Retrograde Burn. So bring me over to the Retrograde Burn. I bet DJ and chat had some yummy food. Okay, 1 minute to burn. 43 seconds. Stop it at 10 seconds so we can realign the craft. Alright. Ready? Burn in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, burn. There we go. That puts it into a nice high orbit, which will help us catch up with the craft, target craft. When we hit here, it will be over there at a separation of 1,300. When we get to here, it'll be down to 800, and then so on and so on. Okay, so we need to go around a couple of times. Not a big issue. Now, if we go around one more full time after this one, that'll bring our orbits to very close by 144. We can then do a correction alteration on our orbit then. Okay, no change to make this time round. Or should we be making correction this time round? Problem is with that, after our periaps, it's really hard to tell where we should be burning. Right, 800. So if I were to bring that orbit down to half that, what would that do to us? Maybe we just leave it on alone for a minute. Bring us around for a full orbit. Oh goody, they reinstated the making Outlook crash. Always fun when they bring that one out, isn't it? I can't check email for an hour as it does the repair tool scan. Ah, that's annoying. Alright, so let's just go past this orbit, as that'll bring it to there. Perfect for us. When we get to here, we need to make an alteration to our orbit. So let's just send it past a little bit so I can get the maneuver node in place much nicer. There we go. Alright, we need to make an adjustment to this orbit. And we can get this pretty damn close. And I want to be on the day side if we can, so let's do it here. Where is intersect 2? Can I have your lock on, please? Intersect 2. Thank you. That will give us 59 meters, just like an 8 kilometer difference. Going this way, it drops it down, doing that way. Okay, it went up a bit too much. Alright, so we're going to have a problem here where we're going to be out of alignment. But that alignment difference is so small, it's not an issue. We are, however, in a slightly inclined orbit, apparently. So we're going to have to match orbital speeds, then fix that inclination as best we can. Let's put that here, give us the best options for manoeuvring. Oop, maneuver mode, please. Thank you. Right, so bring me around to here. I don't know. 10 gigabit PSD file. Yeah, Toad doesn't delete any emails because it's very useful not to delete them sometimes. Okay. So coming into alignment, that is us. That is our target craft there. When we get here, we're going to be still separated quite a bit, so we probably should just... The easy option here would be to do it there. It's not the most efficient place to do it, but we'll do it there because it gives us the best close approach point. This will be a slow down, so line up with my retrograde, please. Not cloud-based. Yep. Cloud-based is good, but even the cloud-based can't handle a PST file. You still have to be a local PST file. And we have local email files, not cloud-based, and I sent 20 to 21 megabytes typically 34 times a day. Yep. Right, so let's lock that off there. Bring ourselves around. We have a 1 minute time wait, 11-second burn. Let's start lining ourselves with our target burn point. It's going to be slightly off the retrograde. Let's swing the camera around so we can see the craft a bit better. There we go. 8 seconds to burn. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Alright, let's set up a target meter here, 400 meters a second. So target is getting away from us right now. It is there. It's always catching up with us. So when it comes around here, it's going to be within 14 kilometers. We didn't quite get it down right. Data is never deleted, not over, only overridden. Peter, hey Raven. When we get here, it's going to be a matter of lining these up. Mostly going to be about nullifying the orbital distances. Damn it, can you lock that on there? Thank you. Lock that on there, please. Thank you. 14 kilometers, 8, 7, 8. Okay, so now we're back to the inclination problem. Damn it. I was hoping to have that sorted by now. 8, 7, 7, 8. Do we have 7, 7? We do not. Okay, 7, 8 it is. Oops, wrong way. That's the closest we can get on this pass. And then we have to do a little bit of an inclination change at that point. All right, so if we do that there, And then what is our main issue at that point? Our main issue at that point would be that we are still too high on one side and too low on the other. So we definitely have a rotational issue to deal with. We can deal with that by doing a nulling out of our relative velocities. Let's pop that on our closest possible approach. And then we null out our relative velocities at that point. Warp us to there. Where's that craft? It's all dark and stuff. I'm trying to do most of these in the daylight, so we have something to look at. 23 seconds to target. I did leave that a little bit short of where I want it to be. Alright. 14 seconds to burn. This will slow us down quite a bit. 9 seconds. Burn. Did it a little bit early. Okay, now we've got to know our distances. Where is our target? Our target should be in space and should be identifiable right now. I don't even see our target. Where is our target? It should be ahead of us in the orbit. Either way, let's null out our differences right now. That's not nulling out, that's increasing them. I burnt in the wrong direction. Need to burn towards the target in order to null out its speed. Here we go. That should give us a small alteration to our orbit. Next pass is going to be here. And we can do an alteration at our ascending node, which is where we need to be making that change now. Well, we need to alter the everything basically at this point. Cancel that. Let's see. Here at our ascending node, where I know we need to do an alteration. What's our alteration? We are too fast on that side. That doesn't hurt us. I think I'm screwing up the orbit here quite badly. That puts us in 22 kilometers. Ah. We'll do these little tweaks to the orbit, that's a problem. What's our over here would be a good one? 29 kilometers, okay. If I pull this one, that goes down. Do the speed ones first though. 20, 19, 18, 17, 15, 14. Okay, 14 is the best we can do. Then quick alteration to that. On our descending node. It's a problem, but over here. Just curious. Yeah, it's an inclination issue. I wasn't sure, that's why I was messing around with it. Alright, let's get a quick check. What is our inclination? It is slightly high. Okay, need to do a quick ascending node alteration here. That will line us up properly with our target vessel. Then we also need to do a speed adjustment. At the same time, but I think that alters our inclination, doesn't it? Not too badly, okay. I think that's going to be too hard a push. Let's not do it there. Our goal is to aim for the other side of the planet to line up. That will put us at 87 kilometers away. And we're also now past that point anyway, so I need to grab that node. Damn it! I have to do a correction over here. I was trying to do it in the right place, but it was too close where we were. Sending node alteration. First thing to do is we correct the inclination difference between us and our target. There we go. That's the first thing we do. That will put us over here. Thank you. At 37 meters distance. Got it. Then we also want to slow down or speed up. What are we doing here? We are slowing down ever so slightly. 22 meters. I wouldn't be able to do this one here actually by doing this mover, so much data on screen. Can I get rid of that one? Get rid of that one. That one for now. And that one. No. I'm gonna get rid of the target position marker. I don't care about the other thing. Well, you stay over there. 97 kilometers. So if we do that, that gives us a burn to alter the. That is not a good burn. I'm screwing this one up massively. Just to alter the inclination on this one, nothing else. Okay, just inclination, nothing else on this one. Let's not overcomplicate it. There we go. Blue is us, right? Damn it, blue one's us. I'm looking at theirs. I got another move node here I'm not aware of. I do. That's what throwing all the things up. It's like, I'm sure we've got a dotted line here I'm not expecting to be seeing. Alright, let's just do the correction of the inclination first. That's the wrong way. There we go. They're now lined up on the inclination side. When we've done that, that gives us an inclination there. Then we'll over here have to make an adjustment of our speed at this point. And that will bring us down to the same sort of speeds. I want to be going. Probably hold off on that one for a minute. Get the inclination change done first. We're going to be pointing probably downwards for this inclination change. Somewhere around there. Yep, pointing on the north. Alright, give me a quick travel to here. Make this alteration. Sadly, I made the alteration. I should have made the inclination change before we made the alignment burn, because now we're meant to make this change and we're out of position. So we'll have to make a quick adjustment. 5-second burn. There we go. That should have us on the exact same inclination now. We are good. Right, so if we were to put an orbit change here, we're going to pass, that would be way past them there. If we slow down, that will help us. But what about the overcraft? The ones literally right the other planet to us. Put an alteration there. That's to catch up to us in a couple of orbits. If we speed up a little bit. I'm not going to do it. I just want to see how close we can get in one pass. Can you not do that? Thank you. That would put us at 71 kilometers. That would put us 8 kilometers apart. I keep dragging it too fast. 6 kilometers, 4.8, 4.3. Do the other side because it's a little less. I should not blink just then. 13, 12. Bring down to 4. .8, 100 meters per second burn. It'll be a speed up. Now we're using a lot of fuel here, but we have 2,000 meters per second in the tank. I'm not too worried about it. Let's bring ourselves around to here, and then we'll do that burn. Right, align this with our prograde for a second, and I can do a manual alteration. Well, actually, we don't need to. It should be on the prograde anyway. Right, 1 minute to burn, 14-second burn. make a quick manual alteration here. 29 seconds to burn. Why are you fighting me? Because I told you to change that. You didn't change it. Damn Kerbal pilots think they know better. I mean, they do sometimes. That's not the point. 11 seconds to burn. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. That means when we pass here, we will be 13 kilometers apart. Not quite what I had in mind. How about a slight tweak in this direction? There we go. Just line that up and make a quick alteration burn there. It's only 1 meter a second, so it's going to be a really super short burn. In 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin burn. There we go. Cancel that. And we will now be passing within 3.9 kilometers of the target. Perfect. Bring us over here. Alright, we're going to be quite close. At this point, I'll need to make sure we keep that 3.9. We put a maneuver node right there. Bring it down. Off you go. Right. So at this point, we'll be 6.3. We can make these alterations really easily now. That's 6.8. So it's going up because that way we go down. Ooh, we got 2 now. This one here, please. 2.2 is really good. Can we get lower though? Oh, 0.7. I like 0.7, but now a bit lower. 0.6. Oop, oop, oop. 0.4. All right. Bring me to here, and we'll go do that burn. All right, we have 40 something seconds to get to this burn. All right, we are lined up for the burn. Nine seconds, 8 seconds. Line up with the blue maneuver node. Burn. Slow it down. Make the corrections here. There we go. We're 2 meters per second out of the burn. But that means we were passing 6.4 kilometers. I would like a tweak to that, but it'd be a bit hard to tweak that anymore, I think. Ah! Damn it. It's so picky. 2.9, 2.8, 2.7, 6, 5, 4, 3. There. Alright, give me that maneuver node. That's going to be a retrograde burn. In 10 seconds. It's a small burn. Start burning now. Hold. We are going to be 0.7. 0.7 is a good position to be in. Warp us to there. And we should be within visual range of the probe this time round. Set that to target. We should now have the target within range. I'm not seeing the target though. Well, I'm not seeing the target's marker. Where are we? I don't know where we are on this. There we are. Target is... I don't even see the target. It must be literally that close to us. Literally, target must be that close. Map mode? Exit map mode, please. Alright, target speed. Let's aim at the target. Where's the progrades? Give me retrograde to the target. I don't even see it. That's the problem. It should be on the radar by now. Approaching the target distance at 0.7. Right, start cancelling out the target's relative velocity. There we go. We are now traveling exactly the same speed as the target. And if I could even see our hovercraft, that'd be great. That's the wrong one. Did they spawn on us? I don't see the target.
Peter, you're focusing. Is this annoying you? Did I interrupt you? Also say hi to chat.
Hi chat.
Hashtag helping.
I don't even know. I think our target despawned. Well, we were busy. 1 second. Hey Thornberg, how are you doing? How are things yourself? Peter, you're focusing on this annoying you. Missions. I think our target disappeared. No, I still have the rescue mission. It should be literally underneath us right now. Rescue our craft is there. Rescue craft there. They're both here. In the same place at the same time. In that case, give me that one. Fly that one. I'm well, I hope it's all well. It's all going good here. We should be ridiculously close to our actual target. I don't even know where our target is right now. I can't even target our own craft because I can't see the damn thing. Right, Brufel. Karloff is in this one. I can EVA you, that means we're in range. Where is our craft? Can you get back inside? Alright, we are passing over the mountain in water. You're passing over there. I don't think. Where are we? I'm gonna have to wait till sunrise to even see what's happening over here now. Oh, it's gonna be annoying. Can I target the rescue craft? Because I'm not in the rescue craft right now. Alright. Managed to target it. We should be very, very close to each other. I'm just not seeing the target marker on the screen. Sorry guys, I'm just a little bit distracted with where this other ship is. There should be a big yellow number in the sky somewhere that tells me where we are relative to each other. Alright, target. You can't EVA because you can't see anything when you're EVA. You're a scientist anyway. You. Oh, it's there. Okay. It's ahead of us and down. I'm not seeing it though. Nighttime is not a good time to be doing this. Alright. We're passing over top of it now. Damn it. I targeted the wrong craft. Switch to you. You're here. You're... Aha! Above us and behind us. So look at the space. Behind us. Apparently Mun actually got stronger gravity than Missy. Oh yeah. Yeah, it does. Oh god, this is actually really annoying because I know we're close enough to do this. Right, so it's above and behind us. Switch to this craft again. Point us at the target. Why don't I have to think about that? That's not the target though. That's still targeting the wrong craft. There we go. Set as target. Okay. Point us at the target, please. It would have been so much easier if we could actually do it earlier. Okay. It's over there. I can't see it, but it's over there. So first of all, let's slow down. Okay, we're going towards it. Point ourselves at the target itself. I still don't see the target though. It should be dead ahead of us. Alright. In that case, let's do this. Let's pull our orbit. So we're traveling at it. Swing us around. Point us away so we can do a slow down when we need to. According to this, we will be at 0.9 meters at this point. Okay. And it'll be daybreak-ish, so we should be able to see each other. Hopefully. This has been more complicated than it needed to be because we can't see the damn craft. Right, switch off of that. I need to see where that target is. It's the other side. So it's over here. Hold that, hold that. There it is. Alright, we are now going to do some more direct burns now. Do a correction burn here. You know, we're close enough right now. Oh, actually, that little speed up just seemed to bring us 1.9. Can you just have that on the screen where I want it, please? It'd be really useful. 2.2, 1.9. Yeah, okay, so that's not helping at all. Good to know. Right, if I can see it, for God's sake, game. Maneuver nodes, go away. Alright, point in the rough direction. Give it a hard burn for a second. There it is, okay. Pull us up there. There we go. And we go this way. Should pull the orbit around a bit. Let's go to the other side and need to slow it down. Don't want to be crashing into it. But that is an entire big potential issue if we do this too well. Right, hold that there. Right, should we? I can't see it just yet. We will be 0.2 meters out, or 0.2 kilometers out. So this is going to give us it. We've got to lower the 2 meters burn. Wait till you get interstellar craft. You will, if you use ion engines, it will literally give you something like. Oh, there it is. Right, let's cancel out our relative velocity right now. There we go. Relative velocity is cancelled. Yeah, wait till you get to something like the interstellar space stuff. You're looking at 10-20 minute burns. Space, RCS tanks. Zoom it in and let's go. Can we face the camera? That'd be kind of cool. Is there a button to do that? I can't remember. But either way, up we go. Take us in. Take us up. Take us down. Hold. Are you something where the Kerbal would face whichever the mouse was facing? There's got to be a setting or something I'm missing. Have to grab. All right, we've grabbed. Let's first of all send you. Transfer Kerbal. Transfer into there. And then switch and board. Then since you're a scientist and not a pilot, you can transfer yourself into the back piece. And we can grab Karloff, who is our pilot, into the first piece. There we go. 2 Kerbals. Right, 1 to go. Right, so we can get rid of that target selection. We'll find the craft. There it is. All right. Paradox is over here. Perfect. I want this to be done in the daytime. Let's make some alterations to our orbits here. Okay, so we're going to do this a bit slower. I'm aware of that. 20-minute burn sounds painful. Orbit was perfect for no orbit burn to get to the mud. Perfect. That's great. Yeah. If you're using ion drive or the ant engine and interstellar travel, it's going to take an absolute age. I mean, you're literally going to have to fizz warp burn. So what you do there is you press the button to the period button, the full stop button to do a time warp, but you hold the Alt key down at the same time to activate the only the 4-pip version, which has fizz warp in it, while burning your engine, and then hold that for like 5 minutes at 4 times real speed. It's an interesting one. All right, let's give ourselves a bit of an altitude here. Let's go 200k. That should give us enough. Yeah, that should give us more than enough to deal with it. All right, let's spin the craft around. Let's switch that back to orbit. Oh, equal plane. Pretty much, you have to like keep an eye on it. Make sure it's burning where you want to burn. Don't drift during the burn. And because you're in fizz warp, even touching the keys will cause it to swing wildly. So you have to be very, very tight for it touches, or drop out of fizz warp to do the alterations. All right, let's get this craft near its target. 3 minutes away from its target burn. I'm hoping for a pilot at the other side of this. We have a scientist. Don't really need a second scientist right now. Could do another pilot though, since we lost 2 pilots already. 20 seconds to burn. Ready and burn. I'm really glad we put this engine on. It's really useful for this mission. Alright, that was a good burn. That would give us a nice high inclination. Not inclination, a very high thing. What's that relative, by the way, on our API? Sending node is 0 degrees. That's actually perfect. Target difference one? Can't even see because it's so close to each other. Ascending node. Ugh. We're both on 0 degrees, should be even perfect. Alright, let's give ourselves a maneuver node over here. That will give us just a test here. I'm not going to actually do anything. But if I put a maneuvering node there, right now we're at, on the orange one, we are at 1,200 and 1,300. Pop a maneuver node there. 1,200, 1,300, and that one swings past there. Okay, we are definitely doing something here. So let's speed it up and see what's happening here. So we want to know where the orange and pink are moving. So, perfect. They're going the other way. Right, I'm going to very quickly go to the Space Center and remove Berthel's capsule because tracking center, because it's annoying it on the tracking center and I can't see it properly. Berthel's Hulk. Terminate that one. But yeah, we'll kill any crew in it, but there's no one in that crew, right? Right now we've got that person. Oop, wrong button. We need to go and see which Kerbal is actually in our pad, in our ship. Fly. We have, I think it's Berthel. Pretty sure it's Berthel. It's in our ship, right? Karloff and Berthel. Okay. Karloff and Berthel are safely aboard our craft, so we can remove their wreckage from the hood. There's no one in it. And Seafeed's wreckage is where we're going now. Map mode. Center on Kerbal. Thank you. Right, where are we? This is where we want to be on this side. And let's watch. So we're there now. So another 2 orbits. Well, 1 orbit actually, and then a correction. If we did a correction here now, on this orbit. Wrong way. If we slow this down, we've been maintaining the big distance. Okay, we need to round at least 1 more time. Ooh, ah! Don't go too many times around in orbit. And don't time warp at full speed. It's not a good idea. Alright, 1 more each, and that should put us into a good position to deal with this. Right, perfect. Right, so now we need to make an alteration to our orbits, and the next pass, we'll get that to go past here. There we go. That's me? Yes. Perfect. That puts us relatively close to each other, and we ask for that descending node to go away because it's actually irritating. I want to see that one, and I want to see that one. If we were to put a maneuver node here. 39 kilometers on one side, 500 on the other. If we were to slow the craft down, they would start to separate out, but that one would start to get closer. How much closer will it be? 50, 47. Okay, 40s. Ooh. 34 kilometer difference, they both disappear. 30, 29. Okay, so we're going to be in the 20s. So we want to be slowing this down, but not all the way, is what I'm hearing here. That should do it for 1 orbit. And it'll be a slow down orbit, so just swing us around to the other side. It's a retrograde turn. There we go. And we're going to be burning that in 32 minutes. So we just walk around to where here because I can't be waiting. The craft is ahead of us, so we need to slow. We need to speed up. Actually, I think we actually went past where we wanted to be. I think the craft should not be ahead of us. Basically, is what I'm saying. Let's take that back into orbit mode, please. I do like to have that in orbit mode. We're just close enough that it says that. Alright, bring us up to burn. 6-second burn. Slow down time acceleration. Line her up with the spot. Prepare to burn. Burning. There we go. Burn complete. Alright. Up here we're going to be 42 kilometers away. So we need to then probably accelerate ourselves actually. Because we're going to be breaking away the next time we come here at 160. So we want to be speeding up, not slowing down right now. So I'm going to need to drop our orbit as low as possible. Let's just get there. Swing us around to our bang on our retrograde right now. Give me a burn. So get that one lined up as well, please. Thank you. We're going to put it down as low as 72. We're on the same orbit now. This will speed us up a bit. Right, we'll see where side at. 71, good. Can't go any lower than that. That will put us at a separation of 46, but when we get to there, the next one round will be 3.5. We're in range. So what I'm going to do here is look at our orbits. This side's a bit is at 74. I could do an alteration here and see how that will alter stuff. 5.4 will speed up for 0.5, 0.2. There we go. Make that maneuver, and it will be good. You know what? Give me a time warp to here. Give me time to readjust stuff. Made it. So, how did your mission go, by the way? When you said gravity is stronger, did it go explosive? It's going to be a speed up. So I know it's going to be. 2 minutes from there, so being down. Ooh, maybe not quite that fast. Being down. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin burn. Burn stop. Quick check of our new position. We are going to be 0.2 kilometers away from our target. Perfect. Warp me over there. Stop. Hold off that. Set us back to target mode, please. And we should now, hopefully, actually be able to see our target. It should be ahead or behind us. Which one is it going to be? Yes. It's just so damn close I can't tell. Damn it. Which ones gets us? Ah! Stop. Well, that screwed us. That screwed us. Target is over there. Let's bring us around. That was a bad move. I accidentally hit a button I didn't want to hit. Let's cancel out our relative movement right now. Right. Map mode. Why are we focused on this? That's what I want to know. Ball, pop, elu, rescue. Whoop, damn it. Ball, pop, elu, rescue craft. There we go. Alright. Orbits didn't get messed up too much, but we are breaking away from each other right now, so we need to alter our burn and burn towards our target. So first of all, let's cancel out the relative velocity we have. There we go, good. And now let's find where our target is and burn towards it. There it is. Let's do that. Let's swing around and make sure we can see our target first of all. Trust it to be in the deep black, because I can't see the damn thing. There we go, we're now traveling directly at it. We're now facing directly at it. I don't see it. How far away are we from it? We are 900 meters away. And we're going to be 600 meters away at some point. Go. That will put us 500 meters away. That'll put us 400 meters away. So hopefully within 400 meters we can see it. Right, quick test. It should be down and towards the planet since we're looking up into space. Can I even see that target? Yes, I can, and it is behind us. I can't see it though. So it now should be directly behind us, and we're heading towards it still. Jebediah decided to use dynamics instead of rocket fuel. Dynamics. You mean Jebediah chose the DJ route? Alright. I just wish I could see the craft. Right, we should be facing directly away from it right now, and we go over 0.1. Okay, there's no way we don't get to see that. One minute. Right, that should be within your visual. We should be able to see that now. Where the hell is the craft? Also, why don't I have the icons that everyone else has? Alright, we're going to pass in within 100 meters right now of each other. There it is. I see it. Okay. The question is, can I see the craft? Yes, I can. Okay. Reduce relative velocity. There we go. Its relative velocity has been reduced. Rotate the craft so the door is in the daylight. Switch craft and EVA. EVA. R and head over. Yay! Oops, that's down. Right, can we rotate you this way? Thank you. Right, hold there and don't float away because our pilot needs to get out. Calvin, space, back her up. Hold that position there. Switch pilot. You get in. Could you get in there? Grab. Get in. Switch seats. Transfer into there. Perfect. Switch to our pilot and bring her home. That's where we screw it now with the Kerbal with thermals. Grab. Board. Alright. Disengage target. Pilot can engage retrograde mode. And we're going to come down in the daylight for the maximum amount of power. Where's the KSC right now? The launch site's there. The KSC's there. Okay. So I want to bring my orbit burn around here then. Yes, that probably could do it. So Toad, how many times has this happened to you with your email thing now? I want to say it's quite a few because I've had it happen to me quite a few times in the past as well. Alrighty, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to give it a quick save. Save. No, not a quick save, an actual save with the proper save. Okay, we'll probably do a quick save because Toby! Hey Toby! I wonder where he went for a second. There he is. Hey Toby Obi! Use about once every 2 to 3 months. Yeah, and it was semi-regular because luckily for me I don't have anything on my PST anymore. I moved everything to the cloud because I don't have that much. I have a lot of emails, but they're all very small emails, so all of mine are on the cloud right now. Ha! I landed on the Mun! But can you get them back? Or is it a satellite? Is it a probe or is it a mancraft? Hi, Toby. Yeah. Alright, Toby, let's get you a treat, shall we? Put that there. Like that. Ah, there we go. Let's get you one of these ones. These are cheese-based cat treats. Is there somebody else behind the curtain that don't want to head up yet? If you don't get through, you don't get treats. Manned. Excellent. Hope you can bring them back. And if I use start 10, it gives me Windows and start menu back. I keep the PSC file repair tool hot linked in there. Ah, okay. Alrighty, let's go back to boop. And time to bring our Kerbals back. Now, I've not tried this craft on re-entry, but we have had a similar craft to this one, so, and we know what the problems with it to do with the battery running out, so this has got a bigger battery on this one. Alright. Let's start burning. We don't need that anymore. I just wanted that to give me an estimated start time. I want the periapps to be around 40k. There we go. That should do us for what I want to do. We should be placing this ocean over here. Right, keep a retrograde lock on. We should be coming in. We should be entering the atmosphere around here, and there'll be daylight, and we should have power in our solar panels. But just in case, let's lock that up there. Thank you. Let's bring us around. Come on, add. Boop, Toby. Toby boops. Toby hasn't booped the camera, has he, before, really? He's not usually one for booping, is he? He tends to be the one that sort of he appears, gets his treats, and leaves. But I like it when he hangs around. They have the Kerbal themselves doing the flying right now. Not me. They're holding retrograde, which is going to be good for us, and we can then fire the engines when we're ready for a rapid deceleration. Yep, first Toby boop. Yeah, it's not usually one for booping the camera. He'll look at the camera, but he's never been one to get near it. I'm not going to burn all the fuel off. We have a lot of fuel, but I will burn off a chunk of it. Right, here we go. We're in sunlight now. So it should be neutral on power. Slow it down a second. Right, what do we have? We got, yeah, 30,000 and coming in. I want to start burning the engine about here, actually. I want the payouts to drop about here to the ocean before that little land there. Perfect, where I like it to be. A bit more, bit there should do it. Alright, let's do a quick removal of that stage. Goodbye! For those that don't know, I did a slight tweak of the angle before jettisoning it so it would move to the side of us. Because what it's going to do, it's going to get ahead of us, it's going to come flying back. And if we didn't move it to one side, we'd be potentially in some big danger. We're not actually out of the woods just yet either. But I want to make sure we were a bit safe, a bit safer from it. Also, I wonder why we can't see it though. Because normally you get these highlights. I bet I have it set to hard mode, and I bet it turns those off. I didn't even think about that. All right, we are coming in towards the Kerbal Space Center. This will be a flyover of the KSC. So just over this mountain is the Kerbal Space Center. So remember to wave hi to anybody who survived the last mission and say, hey, how you doing, right? Question is, will we make it over the mountain? It's a shame the sun's up that way and that this side would have unlimited power. We should be... yeah, we're going to make it over the mountain. Let's get rid of that for a minute. Can we get a crew report while we're flying over here? Atmosphere. We'll get a bit low before we do that then. I keep switching the map because I want to see how we're doing. We're gonna fly over the mountain range with no problem. Alright, so there's the mountain range. Perfect. We're a little bit higher than I'd like to be for this flyover, but we're going to fly over. Right, okay, if you see that little strip there, that's the Kerbal Space Center right there. It's a little bit of a different colour because it's so flat, it's like a lighter grass. But that's the KSC right there. It's more a shame the roll meter on the bottom left isn't the Rickroll measurement meter. It's barely moving, it's fine. I don't know what you meant. Oh, we can just see the Space Center itself spawning in now. Look, there's the buildings. So we'll see how close we can land to this KSC. Because I placed a 40-kilometer orbit there, just off the water. Right, rolls and stuff are tweaking. The Kerbal is fighting it, trying to hold us on stage right now. I can see the R and roll moving. We need to lose enough velocity so we can initiate the drogue chutes. Okay, our orbit is now passing within the KSC itself. Right, can I get that crew report though that I've been wanting? I can, thank you. Drogue chutes are good to deploy, but I'm going to let it ride out a little bit longer. Get ourselves close to the KSC. Look at that meter. You can actually see the whole KSC from here. Yeah. Alright, deploy drogue chutes. Release the hook now. See the runway as well. Switch that to over land meter, please, because I'd like to know when I'm going to hit the ground and not when we're going to hit the ocean, which we'll never have to get to. Trees are spawning in. Excellent. Deploying main chutes. Chute 1 is up. Good. Main drogues are fully deployed. Spin this down until the secondary chutes deploy. There we go. All chutes are fully deployed. Bring them down. Let's go retrograde. See if we can pull the nose up. You can do that as well. Nice. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to overcome that back parachute, but you can. Well, mostly. 200 meters. Shadow should be this side. There it is. Boop. And we're down. Right, so very, very importantly, we need an EVA. And up you go. Boop. There we go. Up you get. Now you go stand over there a minute. Thank you. Switch to the craft. One of you is a scientist. You're an engineer, you're the scientist. You transfer up to transfer Berthel into there, and then EVA Berthel out. Drop down, please. Thank you. Give me an EVA report. Yeah, no EVA reports to have, unfortunately. Ah, it's a shame. And finally, transfer to there, EVA. Both of the helmets just get hold on to the rocket. There we go. F2, I believe. Yes, to get rid of the hood. Camera up. There we go. And a screenshot with F1. Now, is it just me, or are our Kerbals moving without the rocket? The rocket looks like it's stationary, but it looks like they're moving across the ground. Alrighty. So let's recover everybody to the tracking station. Because they're all outside the craft now, I have to recover them this way. So, Seaman, recover. You brought yourself a bit of experience. Good. Berthel, you should be recovered. You brought yourself a little bit of science and some reputation. Okay. And Karloff, you bring yourself back. You actually have a bit of science on you as well. And the rescue craft itself, which is on the ground now. Cover that. And that should give us the science that's in the craft and some of the funds for the parts. There we go. The rocket was moving. That's the thing. It looked like the rocket was moving, but also like the Kerbals themselves were moving, so I wasn't sure. We also have over here the debris, which is Bristol's arms. They always show us debris on the launch pad. Alright, well, we completed those missions. Look at the archive. We completed the mission. We should put them in chronological order. But ignore those two failures. They're DJ did it. He borrowed the save file. Alright. Now, we need to put a satellite in orbit and hit that one. We have a craft that can potentially do that now. So let's go check something really quickly in our tracking station. The Kerbals were moving as well as in relation to some of the trees. Basically, the game's screwed up. Right, so the green one, it's rotating that way around. And we have a rocket that went nowhere in that direction at all, because it's way off the angle. But which way is it orbiting? I can never tell with these lines if it's going that way or that way. So let's speed up for a second. It is going up. Okay. What the hell is that? Oh, one of the location side things. Alright, I think if we launch from the KSC, which is here, and we launch southwards, northwards, sorry, we'll be able to meet this. So it's a launch northwards, so it's a north orientation, when the KSC lines up with our potential launch site. Alright, so this will be another comm satellite, so we should get our comm satellite and put on the launcher for this one on it. Open the craft, give me orbitcom. That was our orbital communication satellite, which is fine, no problem with that. Right. Take that away. Those are fuel tanks and engines, so they can go away as well because we're going to be replacing that with a decent fuel tank. Right, this is the craft itself. I should be able to land as well. So mission successful. I will know in 10 minutes. Made blows it up. Alright, I'm going to do something right now. I'm going to cancel that. Not cancel that. I'm going to discard that. I'm going to install the recovery mod. I'm not going to use it for the first couple of launches, but when we get to a point where I think we could be using it, we're going to use it. So, quit to the main menu. Back. Let's find the mod really quickly. KSP. KS stage recovery mod of 1.4. That's an old version. Construction time, no, just want. Need that one, need that one. Where's the download button on this forum? I hate the forums. Ah, download. Misses the landing. Oh. Where? I don't understand this website that they made. Oh, CCAN. I completely forgot about CCAN. Right, so if I go to there, where's your download button? CCAN. Let me tell you, my heat shield does not like this at all. Yeah, the heat shield on the Mun trip, if you come back too fast, is not the funnest ride down. Alright, so grab this, grab that, and grab the other. Where's my Steam folder? Select that. Do. Handle CCAN, yes, sure. Right. That should update that piece. By the way, mate, if you ever need it, there's a thing called CCAN, Charlie Kilo Alpha November, and it's a mod manager for KSP. Right. So I want stage recovery mod. Right. So apparently that one works. So if I say download contents. Good figure out how to load these up now. Toolbar controller. Toolbar controller. That's interesting. I'll have a look. Don't bother me. I just ate it. It was good. Filter. So we want toolbar toolbar. And click through. Right, is there anything else I'm missing? Stage recovery. If we block a toolbar controller. So click through blocker and toolbar controller. Nope, no, wrong button. Toolbar controller, there it is. Right, so they should be hopefully there. Okay, BRB update reboots. Alright, Toad, good. I did it, Maida. Excellent, Maida. Excellent. So that should be everything that they need. So now, open the KSP directory. Plugins. Now, where is it? These are not official plugins, so I need to find out where they're kept. Where did they put the mods now? It's been a while since I played the mod loader. Game data. Okay, now where are you keeping your files, my friend? So you in the game data folder? Stage recovery, game data, stage recovery. Where are you? Game data. You go there. Now it says it needs a few other things, so take me to the click-through blocker. And there was also another one it needs as well. Unfortunately, these are out of date, but they are officially working. Alright, let's give KSP a test. It works or it dies. And if it dies, we'll just go back without the mod, that's all. I keep my files on my hard drive. What about you? You didn't stream it though. I know. I keep my files on my hard drive. What? BRB will do. I did it. I landed. Alrighty, come on, come on, you can do it. I kind of just hoping because I like this mod, and it doesn't appear to have been updated for the last version. People on the forums saying it works, but because it hasn't been updated officially, the mod manager won't let you install it. So we have to go around the mod manager. Check for updates. Yep. And I shouldn't find any. Start the game on the other hand. Resume the save file. And I have loads of crashes. Click through focus, follows mouse click, focus, follows click. What? Up until this release, the click-through blocker has used a model of focus follows mouse, meaning that the focus was on whatever the window the mouse was over. This release provides a new model, follows click, which means that you will need to click on the window for that window to have focus. No, just focus the mouse, please. For each model, we still have put a button on. Yeah, it's fine, don't worry about that. Close that. Alright. So, as a quick test, let's see. You're there. That's grayed out. That's all. Right, that's broken. Put that back over there, shall we? Alright. All locks have been cleared because apparently there were locks in place, which I'm not quite sure why they were locked in place. Now I want to do a quick test here. A very cheap test, but we're going to do a test. We stick a Pro core. We stick a flea booster on the bottom of it. And a parachute. Cargo, isn't it? Parachute. Let's put on this side. Its job is just to save the probe. That's all its job is to do, and we'll stick a quick battery on there so it doesn't lose power during the ascent stage. There we go. On the bottom of that, we're going to stick a decoupler, and we're going to stick another SRB, the hammer, and this one will also have two parachutes. There we go. Alright, so the way we're going to do this is we're going to deploy that. That parachute will be up here because it doesn't need to deploy with that. That will go there. So the idea is we fly up. When this one's out, we drop it. We fly up. We continue to fly with that one. And if the stage recovery mod works, this part will be recovered. Okay, so first of all, let's make sure we're not going to accelerate ourselves into the universe. Let's put the thrust limiter down. To like 1% apparently. Can I have some aerodynamics? I've got a feeling this is going to flip over. Right, thrust weight ratio 0.6. Okay, we're going to need to make the top stage a little bit heavier. Give me a liquid tank and a liquid engine then. Give me... Where's the small one? That one. And an engine. You go on there. Parachute to save it. Because I want this stage back as proof it can be done. 2 parachutes on you. Battery. Just 1 battery will do. I don't like Edge browser. Yeah, nobody does. Because I'm not trusting... give me a couple of solar panels as well. 3 should do it. This is still a test, so this is probably going to explode. You have 2 parachutes down there. So that burns. Then... Oh, we haven't got a separator. I thought we had a separator on the build. Where did I put the separator? There it is. Put that there. Put that there. Right. Burn, separate. Burn. I mean, the parachutes deploy, but we can't control those bottom ones because they won't be on our stage anymore. Alright. Thrust to weight ratio on all stages. Make sure you're not ridiculous. Mostly the bottom one. 0.19. 47. 97. Okay. There we go. 1.67. Stick it on the pad. Give it a test launch. But you missed it. I actually landed on Kerbal after being on the mun. Alright. There is no SCS craft, so it's a hand flight. Let's get this to test run. Up we go with the SRB. Come on. Straighten up. Straighten up. Do not want it flipping before it runs out of fuel. So I need to get this top piece of very far away very, very quickly. Good, good. Running out of fuel. Separate. Engine fire. Take us up. Yep, don't care about this piece at all. I just want to get it out of the way. No. Other way around. Not going down. No, 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 no. Come on. Turn over. There we go. Come on. We're going to go up. We're just going to fight for a little bit while we see if that other part actually works. There we go. Okay, do that. Parachute you down. And hopefully the part down there did successfully get recovered. Just see if they have any of their own stage recovery. Recovered, destroyed. We don't know yet. Okay. Bring it down to the ground. So, well, that didn't sound good. So I'm going to say it died. It should have auto deployed its own chutes. This is how all launches are supposed to go, right? It's fine. It's supposed to be that way around. Now, it's the test stage recovery, but I'm just thinking it didn't actually do a stage recovery. Can't see the stats there right now. Boop. A boom. No boom. It just fell over and stopped moving. That's a first for out of. Recovered, none. Destroyed, none. So it didn't pick up any. Wonder if it was still in range. Well, I want to find out. Build a proper rocket. Worst case scenario, it didn't do anything and the mod doesn't work and we just uninstall it again. Okay, so the mission right now is to build a craft capable of taking a communication satellite up into space, into high orbit, and hitting that exact orbit thing. So we need a lot of spare fuel, and we need a lot of patience. So I'm going to take a very quick break, and we'll be right back. And we're going to build a rocket capable of hitting that very high orbit of 10 million meters with our current tech level, which I think we can do. We've got the fuel tanks for it now. We have the engines capable. It's just a matter of getting a craft up there. And we're back. Alrighty, so mission: build a rocket capable of hitting a 10 million kilometer, a 10 millimeter orbit. Hashtag playing DJ. Only 326 times? That sounds low. Anyway, rocket. So you need a Probodyne on top for this kind of rocket. Probodyne makes the most sense. Really, I like the Staputniks. I like them because they're like, well, they're a Staputnik shape. We should set some science up with it as well. It's going to be a high orbit, so it'll be good to have some science out there. So let's send you up with batteries to run you. Just one of them, should I put 2 of those on? Do the power in a minute. Right, so that's you. So you're going to have a fuel tank and you're going to have power. Where we send you up with fuel tanks. That would be a too big a starting point because the aerodynamics will be atrocious on that. Do we have a smaller starting point? Okay, that I can get away with for now. Have one that didn't go quite so steep. Let's put up on the side though. We only have the 2 or the 3. So you're the one I'm going to start with. And that'll bring you into a medium tank, which is bigger than I wanted to have in reality. I didn't really, and I don't, because I haven't got the engine to support it either. 20 minutes of work left. I'm falling asleep. I've not been sleeping right since ever. Yeah, so as soon as you can, you get yourself a bit of rest if you can. You know, obviously you've got other things in your life as well to deal with. But as soon as you can, you need to get a rest. I think one of those engines will do the probe just fine. So if we go Terrier engine with that rocket, that's going to get you. That'll get you where it needs to go. Basically, there's no two questions about that. That's 1,000 meters per second of delta V. That should get you to where it needs to go. So let's using that as the idea. Let's put two of these batteries. They hold 100 each. They hold 200 each. If we put 2 of these under there, we're holding a lot of power. We can then go to the comm array, because you are a comm satellite, give you a handful of these. It's going to be 10 million meters, okay. And what was it, what's the range of these again? 10 millimeters, these are going to be 5 million. Rating and rated 5 million meters. We're going to go, are we going 10 millimeters? That's the recovery program. Missions. Oh, that's a Kerbalpedia nobody ever cares about. Here we go. Build a new communication satellite that can generate power. Notes it must be an unmanned probe. And it needs, there we go, 10 millimeters. So we just need 3 antennas, 3 of these antennas on it. Because this craft is going to be in orbit, and if it has 10 million, if that's 3, that's 10 million, 15 million, it's going to be 10 million up. So after work, I'm going to get my back fixed a bit. Don't feel it'll be fixed too much, but it will help. Hey, anything will help, right? When it comes to that. Let's put 4 on here. There's no reason not to, and we've got them all set up then. Let's also add them to an action group. So they'll auto deploy. Action group 1. And I think it should be extend antenna. There we go. Right, but before we do that, we're going to need a communitron to make sure we can actually get ourselves into space. I only want the one of these. Put it there. It'll be on the side we want to lean towards anyway. You can put these antenna ones on, but they need to be deployed as well, and they rip off if you have them activated while you're in flight. That will get us to our destination. Now we're just got to get it all the way up there. Yeah, delete all the messages, please. Messages are just annoying in any game. Right, so that gets us the way we're going. We need a decoupler on that one. So we're going to get that into space now. Right, and we're not fully done with that piece. We have power generation on there as well. Forgot about that. Power generation. I'm going to put the power generation here. Times 4, so there's one on every side. And do a thing again. We'll be doing number 2, and we'll just make sure it's really flush with the craft itself. There we go. It's about as close as you can get it. By that I mean it's literally touching the surface. Alright, that's one done. That craft has to go into space, so to do that we're going to build a decoupler. Now we have to put a fuel tank on and lift it. So I think, can we put that one on there? We can. We could go with a bigger version though, you know? Well, we can't do a bigger version because that would go on there. Where's the engines? Engines, give me the Reliant on the bottom and 4 of these again. That would give us 1500. That's not the end build anyway because I do need more fuel on that. So where is the tank? Pop that there. Stick the Reliant on the bottom. And put 4 of those on. 2800. That's not enough to get us into an orbit. We want to be hitting about 3400, 3500. Is space stations useful and at this stage? Okay, so a space station can be used for 2 reasons. One, if you put a large fuel tank on board, send the craft up, dump most of its fuel into the station, and then detach the craft and send it back home. Then you can use any craft you launch to a longer range mission can go there and refuel in space. That's very useful. If you go into, say, another planet or you're going to do a landing on the moon and you want to take something heavier, so you need a lot of fuel, you can either overbuild the launcher, or you can have a smaller launcher and refuel in space at the space station. I like to do that. It makes my launchers more realistic than having some big megastructures go launching. Alternatively, another option is you can, if you put science on there and you put Kerbals on board, so it's a manned station, they can generate science over time. And I'm not quite sure what the procedures are to do it, but they generate science over time, so you can just do new science experiments and reset them and do them again and give them more science over time. So yes, they are useful. I've never actually done them for science because I stopped playing the game before that became a thing, but I had to keep in touch with it. Right, 2800. Let's take a decoupler on the side of that. I haven't put science on yet, so we haven't even got to that part yet. Decoupler on the side. And we'll go with 4 SRBs again. That'll give us 1300 meters a second. And another 1900 there. Oh, okay, then it's not just a structure, it actually has a purpose. Yeah, there is actually a purpose to it. You'd have to look at what the actual, how to use them, because again, I haven't actually used them since the update. Put them down here so they're below the main engine so they don't get crushed on startup. They need an aerodynamic topper. There we go. I'm going to ask for wings on this one. Wings on it? Should I put wings on it? Put one here. No, we'll risk it without the wings. Just gotta be careful with the amount of turn, because I put too much turn on last time around. I was trying to edge it over and I edged it over too fast. Alright. Let's pull those out of there for a minute. I need to know what the TWR is on those. 1.47. So yeah, we do need the engine, liquid engines, but just barely. Alright. Alright, I'm going to head up now. See you later, Maida. Alright, that'll get you into space. Now I'm going to put some science on there and make sure we can recalculate that afterwards. Science! It can't be reset, so there's no point sending a science junior up. So I might as well send up the actual basic stuff. Put that one there, on the side of the battery. On this side, put the temperature one. That's really all we can do on this particular probe. Right, so this will keep it 13, 2,900, 2,600, 700, 800. And if I remember correctly, by that I mean I'm going to quickly check. It's 3,400 to space. So that gives us 2,000, 3,300. That gives us 3,300. That'll get us to space. And then that stage we'll do the final burn. Yeah, we changed that command at some point, Raven. I don't know if we had a command for buy. Right, space tape. So I don't trust the game's ability to hold things together. Never have done, never will do. We did. It used to target a person. We said, "Wow." Why did that only take the one? Should have taken all of them. There we go. That one there. Aim it at the top of the rocket opposite. There we go. Well, they're all holding on nicely in the right place. Now it basically is person who triggers is leaving instead of the person mentioned that they're leaving. Yeah, that's right, because oh, I remember people who were leaving kept doing the command by, and then the bot was well, the bot was getting confused and saying bye to the wrong person. So yeah, that's why we changed the command out. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm off. It's been a blast. But you feel bad about that one, don't you, Cap? See you later, Cap. Have a very good rest, and hopefully your hand is a bit better soon. Right, so you're going to be 009. Oh, Kerbal orbit comms. High Kerbal orbit comms. If I had time, I'd think of a good name to these crafts. Let's hope it sits on the pad without exploding. Alrighty. So, before we put on the pad, leave this room here. Hands out, +1 data points to Cap. See you then to buy someone, maybe? Right, where is... That's the line there. Just do a couple of... Ooh, that's the KC there, right? Oh, we are at almost a perfect time to launch. Let's launch now, so we have to wait a full 24 hours. Launch. 009 Kerbal comms. Take it on the pad. There's a black buddy down there. There is. It's a Molly. Hello, Molly. Let's put that there. Will that work? There we go. Hey there, Molly. Yeah, she's right in the frame. I see the black tail. It should be waving, maybe. Hey there, Mol. Would you like a treat as well? Come on then. Look. Ah, camera. This treat's right there, Toby left. Ah, she says, I'm not having leftovers. Right, get my camera untangled from everything else that's in the entire room. Molly, I'm not feeding you actual food because You've been fed already. What I can do though, give you these ones, which I know you like. Nice little head pop back on there. There you go. Toby didn't appear to want the cheese ones, and Molly wanted leftovers. Hey, RJ, how you doing? Young automated troll. Molly is having a thing. Yeah, Cadet Molly is currently nowhere to be seen. And by that I mean she's in the windowsill. I can see her foot hanging out the window under the curtain.
Ground control to Major Troll. Ground control to Major Troll. Just in time for Cadet Polly. Over. Ground control to Major Troll. It was Cadet Molly. Apologies.
Alrighty, so we're going to burn north, which is down on the ball. And that's going to put us in a north orbit, and hopefully with enough capabilities to get this craft where we need to be. Thank you, Andy, for the bits, much appreciated. That was really delayed. The first one was delayed because when I'm in the camera screen, it doesn't play the sound. So when I came back, I manually played the sound. And the second one was delayed because I had to wait for the first one to finish playing first. So, yeah.
Major Troll. Mission status update, please. I had a call from Shawnee.
You missed Cadet Toby, who did a head boot for everybody. This mission is a polar orbit insertion, satellite deployment, communications. Let's begin the burn. Right, so SAS doesn't exist on this craft, forgot about that. So we're going to throttle at half and just go for it. I have to hand fly this craft as well, which I hate hand flying. We have a spin, which is not good. Alright. Lean her over. Keep it within the yellow circle this time round.
God damn it, Major Troll. I heard Mission Commander Toad clipped Cadet Toby. Over.
Right, that's too much. Just hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. It took an engine out. That took an engine out. Question is, can we fly this to space with 2 engines on it? The answer is no, they're not gimbling enough to get us where we need to be. Damn it. This craft has no gimbal support whatsoever. Fire. Oh, hold it, 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 hold it. Alright. You need to climb higher. That will be good where we are right now. Jeez, that's not good. Come on, get us into space. We lost 2 engines due to the SRBs and this because of the spin we're having. If we can get into space, I'd be very, very, very surprised. $33K. $45K. It's not making it to space, but it's an interesting fight, let's put it that way.
Major Troll. Major Troll. It wobbly. It's wobbly. Stabilize. Oh god. DJ Grumble, get off the controls.
Hold that. Hold that. Hold that.
Spin me round like a record, baby.
Alright. It was interesting because we lost 2 engines during the deployment. We had 4 of those side gimbaled engines and now we only have 2. Alright, we're now in space. Hold that. I'm going to need to go to map mode for this one. Alright, swing us around. Because we're going to do a very hard burn. Try and keep the thing in space.
Major Troll. Major Troll. Is mission still a go?
Mission is provisionally still a go. We don't have a lot of fuel, but we do potentially have enough for the mission. Just got to get this in the right place. I don't think we can do it, but we have some fun trying, right?
Roger that. Dump crumble out to aero. Over.
Just remember the rule. Never allow a penguin to fly a rocket.
My spaceship knows the way.
Hi AJ, is KSP2 going to be console supported? Just kind of curious on that one. I mean, the company making it, Take Two Interactive, they're a console-friendly company, so...
Next gen console Major Troll. Over.
Oh my god, it made it. We got space debris, but it made it into space. Alright. I didn't want to make space debris. That is an issue. That space debris will be there for a while. But we made it to orbit on the first stage. Okay. We are off at an inclination. Not much we can do about that right now. So I think the first thing to do is just bump our orbit up. So on the dark side of the planet, begin a burn. Our target is the orbital height. 52 million. That's probably a little bit higher than we need to be, right?
Well done. Do one orbit, then abort. Over.
Do one orbit, then abort. Negative. Negative. The mission is to continue. Mission objective is 9.256. Repeat, 9.256. All right. We have a potential there for that one. Build it up, burn for the other side, alter the angle. That's the plan if we have the fuel for it. I wasn't planning into this one to alter the angle because I didn't expect to lose 2 engines during launch.
92.56 Roger. Be careful, Major Troll. Over.
Alrighty. Let's give this a go, shall we? Can we begin rotation? The craft has no rotation capability whatsoever. Got it. We have to do a quick burn to get ourselves oriented in the right direction. So, there we go. That should give us a small rotation.
For the KSP website, KSP2 will be on PC, PCMR, as well as for the PS4 and Xbox.
Oh, excellent. Because I think KSP1 wasn't, was it? Alright, so 1 minute burn, starting in 2 minutes.
Please, no barrel rules, Major Troll. Over.
Don't worry, we only do aileron rolls here.
Ground control ship is a probe. Over.
That is indeed true. The ship is a probe. It is indeed. Right now it's a ship, and when it gets into its permanent location, it will become a satellite. Bye-bye. Right. We have loads of fuel. We have 838 meters per second burn now. We have 4,500 in the tank, so we should be okay. he says reluctantly. Okay, we're still drifting around. I'm going to use a little time warp cheat when we get to the point where we need to be. Here we go. All right, let's time warp that down.
Do the time warp.
All right. Full burn. Dark side of the planet down for it. I was hoping to put on the daylight so you could see it, but it's the dark side, so you're not going to be able to see the burn itself. We should do the time warp dance. That'd be interesting. Come on, 300 meters per second left. Beanie fall down. Current orbit 929. Perfect. By perfect I mean a little bit off perfect, but we got where we need to be.
Dark side.
Add a maneuver node this side. Bring the other side of the orbit up. The other side of the orbit needs to be 10.66. There we go. All right. Then we have to do an orbital inclination change at this point, but that's going to be very difficult with no reaction wheels. All right. Does it have no reaction wheels, or does it just have very little reaction wheels? I can't remember with this probe. I think the Probodon has none at all, and I would have been better off having the other one in here. Yeah. Should have gone with the other probe type. It has a small reaction wheel inside. Hey, Milos, how you doing? So we're doing tiny little burns and then letting the probe drift around. So when we get these maneuvers, we have to be very precise with them. How are things, my lads? Better. We're still on the far side of the planet right now. We're seeing the sunlight shortly. And that'll start charging our battery up, which will be good for us. And I can deploy the satellites as well, the antennas. I don't want to deploy them before the sun's up. We can do the science while we wait though, right? Where is the science blobs? There's one. Log the temperature. Nothing to log here. Okay. Maybe in a bit then. Oop, sun's coming up over the horizon. Perhaps it's starting to be... There we go, look at that. Number one. All communitrons are online. Oop, there's the sunlight. Batteries are recharging. I think we actually got all the science that was available at the time because we took a ship up and we did tag the stuff on the way back, but it wasn't. I believe it was on Mando.
It's 0K.
If I right click on that and do display, it says it's 301.52K. Right, get that lined up. Full time warp hold there. All right, now let's run you to here so I can make sure we don't need any correction stuff. Da, 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 da. Ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da. All right, so we are still aiming away 1 hour away from our main burn, but we are still on target for our main burn as well. All right, in that case, wrong one. I don't want to warp the target. There it is. Start the burn in 3 minutes, it says. Start the burn in 1 minute, it says.
Correction log the temp, you say it's okay.
Prepare to burn. 3, 2, 1, burn. This would be so much easier with a reaction wheel. Just putting that out there. Oh. Cancel. 10.6. 9.3. We are in a good orbit. We just need to change the inclination of the orbit now. Recenter on the planet. How do I recenter on the craft, by the way? I can't remember how you do that afterwards. Ascending node there. Do that burn. That will push our orbits out a little bit. Should we try and get both at the same time? At least that one, right? I think that one's fine. Just do a slight alteration here. Question: the log temp you say is okay. Ah, went the wrong way. Look at these orbits so big I have loads of time for it to drift slowly around as we don't have a reaction wheel. Because like an idiot I didn't put one on the craft and I didn't check to see if the probe had one built in. I'm gonna play North Korea and just launch space junk into orbit and be a jerk. You could just be China and just launch missiles at existing satellites and make more debris that way. Or you could be America and just launch up everything, leave debris behind everything. Or be Europe and just go, oh, we don't care, we're going to make more debris anyway. Or, well, nobody does well, does they? SpaceX is the closest, but they still leave debris behind. Are we going to drift over that pot again? I think we're very, very lucky if we do. North Korea couldn't get the head. To be fair, if North Korea tried to launch some space debris, they'd probably just end up put some litter in the ocean, right? Alright, that there. Hold. Alrighty. We're going northbound, so that should take us to the orbit. Then we have a 6-second burn when we get there. This should alter the angle of the orbit. Oop, I'm off work. Woohoo! Time for some sleep, though, or food, whichever is more important right now. With that being said, somebody wants food, don't they? Want some food? Let's give you a stick version this time around. Bye. Straight to his little rug. All right. 29 seconds to the burn. And burn. Oh, look at that. That was so close to the inclination we needed it to be on. I have no problem with that inclination change. Now it's just an ever so slight tweak to the orbits, I believe. And we'll do that over here. Now, what kind of tweak do we need to make here? I think it is a green burn, actually. Nope, that would be the wrong one to burn. Oh, I didn't want that one at all. That was yellow. It's the blues, I believe, I want to be doing. It was a slight speed alteration, maybe? No, that would put us actually almost perfect there. That would put us perfect, and we have to adjust this one. But it might be close enough to work. Hugs the toad. This would be so much easier with a reaction wheel, I'm just saying. we've been pointed there already right now. And we'd just be time warping to the location. I'm not sure what the variance is on this mission, actually. What's the variance allowance? Doesn't actually say what the variance allowance is. That's a shame. To let me know what the variance would be amazing right now. Let's time warp there. Fizz warp there, sorry. There we go. And then a tiny little burn just to move us in that direction. Alright. But if that's close, we're going to get on that burn, I think. Unless I give it a very tiny little tweak that way. And a tiny little tweak that way. There we go. Alright, time to fizz swap around. Where are we going? Boop. These orbits are 5 days apiece, by the way. So we're wasting a fair amount of time doing this. Alrighty. 1 second burn. So I'm going to do this a little bit early and do it with a less than a full burn. There we go. All right. Does that put me in the orbit? It does. Counts it. All right. Hold it for 10 seconds. Mission complete. All right, but now we're actually in a big high orbit. Let's first of all turn off that engine. Because, oh my god, I am never flying this rocket again. It needs a gimbal. Second of all, science from this high up. Please have science. Small amount of science right there. Got it. And you should have a small amount of science there then, shouldn't you? And then the antennas transmit data. Look at that, even pointing at the planet as well. There we go. We transmitted the science. The probe is active and happily broadcasting all of the TV signals down to Kerbin. We are good. Take you back to the Space Center. I mean, to give us much science, we're still at 15. We need at least 45 to buy like that one, which we don't really want. Although that would give us a lot of science, we can fly out to the appropriate places. We should actually do it. Get the aviation was up and running. Do we even have the kit to make a rover and do a science little hopper? I don't think we do. Just need a wheel, basically. I don't think we have them. We have the landing legs. That's good to know. But yeah, we don't have the parts to make a rover yet. Make a rover. Just do a little science hop around the facility, get all the science, and we are good. Right, and that didn't appear to do anything on the first stage, but didn't actually have the thing activated, so. Because technically, if the game is just done the normal thing, there should be space debris up there now. There's the orbital satellite, which has a very good comm link. That wreckage from Seafridge we can get rid of because that's the capsule from the mission. And debris. That's all of our debris. We have a debris over here. Not a Mum probe left a piece of debris. Yeah, we got all these little bits of debris. If I just turn off the crafts, that's just debris. So we have one there. We have that one there, that one there. Yeah, we've left a few pieces of debris around that I didn't want to leave around each time it happened. Mater, if anyone wants to let Mater know, that button there to press the map to see how much space debris you left behind, it is worth pressing just to see how much space debris you've got. Yes, you can cheat by pressing the delete button here, But I don't do that with Space Debris. If I make Space Debris, I have to be careful not to hit the damn stuff in the future. Alright. Hardest mission so far done. Bring Munstorm back with you. Well, that'd be interesting. But no, but the next mission is going to actually be a Minimus run. Produce satellite in synchronous orbit of Minimus. I mean, we could send a probe up to Minimus just to do the flyby. Because the Minimus mission would be to go there and come back. Not to leave something there. But we could definitely do that. It needs a Science Junior as well on it. You know, we'll ignore that. We'll just go straight to Minimus with a flyby mission. Bring the craft straight back, and that'll count as the first one, and then we'll do a landing mission afterwards. I don't think we'll get the landing one done today. We're just going to get a Minimus flyby today. So I'm going to take Probodyne core, because like a real space program, we send probes with 4 people. You say that you have antennas, curb net, access, reaction wheels. You have a reaction wheel with 0.3s, and you don't have a reaction wheel. Yeah, we did the entire mission without a reaction wheel. And I mean, I could have put on, if I'd have thought about it. We have a reaction wheel, I believe, in one of these. Oh, we don't have the reaction wheel yet. I thought we had the reaction wheel. I just screwed up and not put it on. Okay, Toad, look away. Alright, we have the capsule. The capsule's going to go to Minimus, so it's going to need basically the same craft as before, but with a different probe on top. And then we have to redesign the SRBs because they did a lot of damage. Let's just take a look at that design really quickly. So they broke off because we were spinning. Because we were spinning, when these deployed, they hit the engines and took 2 of the engines out. Probably if we get rid of the spin, that wouldn't be a problem. Alright, we'll take those with us. Should we try and take one of the science units back? We are going to be destroying the craft on the way back, so why not get the science when it comes back, eh? And then we might as well stick some goo cancers on there as well. Because these do degrade, I'm going to put multiples of these on. Just like that. Now we're going to need a big satellite transmission range, so I'm going to take more of these to help out. That'll probably do actually. I just clicked on it, added a few extras. That should have the common range to get there and back without a big issue. Are they all set to the same reaction group still? Let's just reset them just in case. Just in case it was not quite set properly. Alright, so that's the science. Payloads on. I like the fact the antenna is now stuck inside there, which I'm fine with. Nobody needs to know there's an antenna there, right? Right, these SRBs, that's the question with these. Are they going to actually pull away properly this time around, or are they going to be an ass? I service bay. Ooh, a service bay would be better than just sticking them on the top like that. You know what? Let's fly it like it is. Aerodynamic top, because we can. Yeah. Why not? Hey, why not? Let's rename you to number 10. Minimus Flyby. Now let's put you on the pad, but then check before we launch. Minimus is in the right place for an orbit insertion. We don't want to be in a situation where Minimus is like the worst possible place to launch. What the hell is going through us right now? Oh, it's just Kerbin's orbit. Just don't usually see it, so Minimus is there. And it is in actually a pretty good place for launching. It's not the best place, but it's a pretty good place. Alright. Let's get ourselves into space then. And let's see if we can do this without blowing off the SRBs, the liquid engines. Quarter throttle, go. We can roll over at 3K. Beginning roll maneuver. It was worth a try. Freeze there, maximum speed. Whoop! There we go. So what I'm not doing with this safe fighter, I'm not trying to just like revert. I'm actually, if we lose a rocket, we lose a rocket. Here we go. Sploosh time. Alright, that rocket had it was definitely unstable. I thought it was the fact that we had lost the... Where's the... Not revert, just to the Space Center. I thought we'd lost the craft because we lost 2 engines before. But no, apparently we lost the craft because the craft was unstable. So it's going to need some winglets. And probably some more authority control. So maybe we switch that to Reliant out with a... Switch the Reliant out maybe as well while we're here. I do like the power of the Reliant. No, actually, we have enough authority. We're having a problem with the wind, so... And it shouldn't be an issue as long as that's there, right? So how about we stick some of these on the SRBs? See how that works out for us. Maybe mount the SRBs a bit lower as well. Well, the SRB is a bit lower, so they fall away faster. All right, give that a try. Hold and cat cam because Paul Bear. Hey Polly, you're the last one to turn up today. How are you doing? Boop. A polyboop as well, eh? Now that is rare. Okay, so Polar Bear wants a treat as well, because she deserves treats like anybody else. And you like these ones. There you go. Where's my pen? I need to make a note of the timestamp for Toad. 3 hours 10 minutes ish. Unless somebody else wants to clip it for Toad, because he likes getting all their boops on clips. I need to remove the highlight command. It doesn't actually work. It just says it does now because I broke it when I changed PC. I have a buffer, but I need to figure out how the button is to be on the buffer. All right, get this thing launched then. Right, we don't touch it until the SRBs burn out, because I think they're an issue right now. They burn out pretty quickly. $3K. I would like to be rolling about now, beginning the roll process, but I'm not into the worlding it. You can throttle down. The wings should hold us quite well. Throttle up. And no, as soon as we drop the SRBs, we roll. Hold there. The craft can still do this job, but we need to have it much more stable. $20 kilometers. Holding 45 degrees. Let's just still help find it later. As long as somebody remembers 3 hours 10 minutes on the VOD, then we can go back and find it. So 45 kilometers. $78 kilometers. All right. Now we get to just ride it into space. We are tumbling. I'm aware of that, but nobody cares. There must be. Well, it's either the antennas or it's the craft itself designed with the cavity at the top. All right. So now we need to get ourselves onto an orbit. We have 42 seconds to get where we need to be. Start the rolling. There we go. Start the roll. There's where we need to be. 25 seconds to get there. $16 seconds to get there. 10 seconds. We're rolling the whole craft, so it's bigger than it should be for this part. Burning. Minus 80, 40, 11, 12. Okay, we're good. 30, 40, 50, 60. Stop. Deploy. Throttle up. 70. There we go. We're in space, and that is not going to be space debris because that will fall into atmosphere. It was deployed at 68 kilometers up. Ugh. All right, space debris. First space debris we confirmed we didn't make. Alright. Minimus, you're our friend over here. Let's just set you as a target. Ascending node is just ahead of us, so we probably have to hit you on the next run, I think, maybe. Thinking we don't actually get to you in time. Not only because I can't target the damn ascending node. Ah! But also, because if I did that, you're going to be way out of the way. Cancel. It's on the wrong side of the planet. That's why. That's the thing you know we want to be burning at. Right. Oh, maybe this is way out there. I looked at the wrong line when I was doing that. Ah! Put you there. That'll put us in the Minimus orbit if we do a correction burn out that way. Boop. What was that? That's a mun, wasn't it? Yeah, it's a mun. Trolling me, it was. We'll do a correction burn, but that gets us most of the way there. Rollers there. I need to rotate the craft around, but we've got this much smaller craft to work with, so we should be okay. Yeah, we can roll this one. This one actually rolls now. Hold there. Perfect. 30 seconds to burn. 10 seconds to burn. 2, 1. One third for the burn. %. Two-thirds. ETA 20 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. Burn complete. All right, that puts us out. Not all the way. There we go. All right, that puts us into a Minimus-ish orbit. We can do a correction burn out here somewhere. Where will we be? Where will Minimus be when we get here? Is the question. Get rid of that minute. It's in the way. One says target, set as target. It's going to be over there. Well, that screwed over my entire plan. I thought we were burning the right direction. We apparently burned in the wrong direction. Well, in that case, we have to do a little tweak to our orbit, won't we? You know what? If we're going to be doing that, if we're going to be at the wrong part of the orbit, right? How about we just increase our orbit ever so slightly then? There we go. All right. I should have launched this side. We're in the wrong side, so. Ooh, saying that, when we get here, we'll be on the wrong path, right? Damn you, man. You had me fooled for a second then. Where do it? It goes down there. Up, up, up. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-ba. Yes, we can't actually catch up with it because it's in the wrong place. What we can do, in theory, is you can push our orbit to meet it. I don't want to. This is a highly inefficient orbit burn, but I don't care because we're not actually trying to do anything else. $4 million, 4.8. Right, so that's the best we can do there. You're going to be 4.6, 4.5, 4.4. You're going down quite nicely. 2 million. Oop, we have an impact, so if we bring that down. Because I'd rather not waste too much fuel making this maneuver. I could make this move earlier in the line. Say here. We could use a lot less fuel for this. That's an impact. Maybe not quite an impact then, shall we? Maybe we go for a return to the ground. Well, actually, this craft wants to stay in orbit. This is going to be a satellite, right? Because this one has no return capability. There's no parachutes or anything on it. So it doesn't matter if it stays in there as long as it's not going to crash. That's all I care about. So slow it down. Give me Minimus, parry up to 1 million. Give me it down to... let's keep it at 1 million. We can use this as a comm satellite when we send probes up there. Alright. Well, we have the target. Let's warp up there. Da, 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 da. It's only 200 meters per second as well, which is, at this point, is nothing with this craft. Almost overshot that with the maneuver. There we go. Line up. All right, 20 seconds to the burn. Burn. Switch to the map. All right. What's our end orbit right now? Our Minimus Periax will be 1.1 million. Okay. Bring us up to the maneuver node for the transition point. There's Minimus in its orbit glory. Open the antennas, by the way, before we lose signal. There we go. We don't want to lose that this far out. Hey there, Minimus. How you doing? Just get us over that threshold. Boop, threshold done. Right, here, I want to initiate a maneuver to enter an orbit. Wants to be a very high orbit because it's a communication satellite. I want to make sure we have a high communication threshold. I'll probably even make it a polar orbit when we've leveled it out. That would actually be pretty smart to do. Communication satellites are best in a polar orbit because then they don't. Whoa! Get back where you're supposed to be. They're better at doing this sort of thing. Right, there we go. That will hold that. Before we do, craft, deploy one of these. Transmit that science back. Yep, we're not going to be using it, so don't worry about it. You log your thing, transmit it back. And you log yours and transmit it back. Right, that's the science over here dealt with. You know what? Just time warp me to the actual new node. Get this lined up into the thing. We should have multiple missions going at the same time, really. Right, manual time warping to the burn time. 16 seconds, ready to burn. Burn complete. Damn it, burnt too hard. We're now on an escape trajectory. I think it's going the wrong way. Ah. Damn it, I've been the wrong way. I need to burn retrograde. Which I thought was a bit odd that we were. I did spin though, that's the thing. Alright, get this lined up.
I was wondering about multi-mission and if you can upgrade in space.
What about multi-mission if you can upgrade? Yes, you can. You can upgrade in space, definitely. Oops. So if I upgraded the tracking station, for example, because that's on the ground, we get the immediate benefits of it. So that's, yes, you can do that definitely. And you can also, if you have a Kerbal on board, a crew member, they can, if they get a new skill, they get the skill immediately. Right, let's get this rocket lined up. Do it early. I don't care about it being perfectly circular. There we go. All right, the last thing to do on this, I want to make this a polar orbit. So, add a maneuver node. Let's flip this over onto its end. Don't have to be perfectly straight, but it does have to be equal. Ah! When you're working with these such small...
Time means satellites live in space.
I prefer a little bit more... Oops, wrong one. 1 second, I need to go for a bio break and then figure this one out. This one's confusing me. But it's not confusing me, I know what I'm doing, but it's just a bit awkward. I was talking about Livestream. I mean, satellites in space. If you... Right, so a satellite in space can't be upgraded because there's nothing to get up there with. But if you have a docking port on the craft, you can dock another craft to it and give it more fuel or more capabilities that way. So yes, you can do mid-space upgrades if you want to do it that way. Right. That looks like what I'm after. It's a bit slow. Just gonna tweak the orbit at all. Right, you are at 1.3. 1.8 is what we're targeting. Ah. And that's close. That's quite close to what I want. Like I say, I'm not aiming for any particular orbit. I just want it to be in a polarish orbit, so that it covers most of the planet every orbit, but also most of the time has a view of Kerbal. Unlike a normal orbit where it cut out one today, this could orbit for months without ever cutting out a signal.
Hopefully KSP2 fixes that.
Fixes what? The maneuvering thing? No, that's just how maneuvering it is. When you increase power in one way, it also increases power in the other way slightly, so you have to adjust each maneuver node ever so slightly. And I'm a little bit hand-fisted when it comes to the maneuver nodes. I do hope they bring the ability in that you can move them much more subtle amounts. Other upgrades. Well, there's not really much you can do with an upgrade, really. I mean, the probe itself is a probe. If you mean, can it have like an upgrade to the computer so that it goes from having just the holding stability to be able to do prograde and retrograde? I believe there are different computers for that. So I doubt that's the thing anyway. Two-second burn. There we go. Probe is in a very nice high orbit with a direct line of sight of the Kerbal system. 20, no, it's more than 20. What's its range going to be? Turn off the engine? What is its range anyway? Can't transmit that science. Well, I brought so much science with me. I can't even do it. I was expecting to go low and high, but just didn't happen. Transmit that. Yep. Hi, Minimus. Stage destroyed. That's actually good. That stage destroyed. That tells me that my stage recovery mod's working. Because we didn't, I purposely didn't put anything on it to try and recover stages. That could be a good sign. Contract complete. What contract was that one? Polar orbit around Kerbal. Good. Yep. Then we have a whole bunch of stage destroy ones. Delete all. Alright. Like they'll do IRL with Hubble and space. Well, with Hubble, they fly up to the space telescope itself. They pull out the computers. They pull out the computers, the batteries, the telescope, the cameras and stuff, and put new ones physically in there. With this, you could do that if you put docking ports on it. So you put a docking port on top. You can bring another craft in and dock on. Detach this piece off and fly away, and you're just changing the orientation. You can do that in your builds through using docking ports and the grappling hook. You can definitely do it. Because they have a thing called the claw, which is later in the tech tree. It's a big ball like that opens up, retracts back, and then leaves a claw there. And you fly up to anything else, it grabs it. It was put in the game for the asteroid capture mission. So you go to the asteroid, you fly up to it, capture, then move the asteroid. But you can also capture other spacecrafts with it as well. So you can use it as a space junk removal system, or to dock onto a ship that doesn't have a docking port. What a lot of people will do is they build a ship that they want to dock to, like a mini station where there's no docking ports on it. They'll take a claw up, so it's just a claw, a docking port, a docking port in the craft. They'll fly up, the claw will grab onto the station, and then they'll detach the docking port and float away, leaving the claw now has a docking port on it, and leaving you with a ship that's got docking port. It's a really cool idea that you can do. We should be able to get crew reports from the KerbNet access. Welcome to the KerbNet. I still have no idea what KerbNet is or how we work it. Waypoints. Place waypoint at Minimus target location. Did we? Cool. I have no idea what I did or how I did it, but we did it. Well, that's Minimus all there. Well, that may even be Kirby I'm looking at. Put that back to its normal field of view. If I turn the craft around, see, that doesn't make a difference. So that must be. Well, there's a question mark there. I don't know what that question mark actually is. So cycle automatic refresh every 7 seconds. Okay, maybe if we do this really low down. I don't know. I'll have to look into what KerbNet it actually is. Better name. Oh, here we go. You're not a relay satellite now. You are a relay satellite. You are now the Minimus. You're the Minimus relay. Still want Spacebox. Yeah, I mean, in the game, as it stands, a Kerbal can attach something else to another craft. At least I'm aware of anyway. But there is a mod for that allows a Kerbal to fly up to a station with a box on the craft and take parts out and attach them and basically build up a structure on the surface of a moon or something. So definitely is a mod for it. Now we may have got some rewards for that craft going into Minimus orbit. If not, we definitely got some contracts starting up with Minimus stuff though. Bring green stone sand back with you. Everybody here at Iconic Symphonic Proton Accelerate Electronics is looking for the next big thing, and we've got an idea how to get it. We're a big vat of mystery guru back here, and we're dying to see what happens if you dip a chunk of green sandstone into it. Can you make it happen? You'll need to have someone pick one up and bring it here. Find a green sandstone and have a Kerbal pick it up and return it to Kerbal. We suspect you can find one of these in the lowlands, flats, or grass biomes. It's a Minimus mission. Explore Minimus. Return to Kerbal from orbit of Minimus. That one we can definitely do with a manned craft. So I'm going to grab that one because we can put a manned craft on there. Don't care about you two right now. These will require new size, right? Yeah, new. Rescue science data from around Kerbal. Transmit or recover science data from around Kerbal. And we can do. It's not worth much money, but grab it. Position 004, orbital comms, 15 kilometers in adjacent orbit to Kerbal. Okay, 004 orbit comms is one of our satellites we launched, so it's asking us to move a satellite. We have new plans for 004 orbit comms, 15 MK2 on Kerbal. We would like you to move it into a nearby orbit. Ooh. Does it have the fuel to make its orbit change? Also Cobb as well. Okay, I know they were talking about multiplayer, but does it have multiplayer co-op where you can like fly ships together, or is it just more like multiplayer where you have your own space agencies and you're competing rather than co-oping? I don't know. I haven't really looked into the multiplayer on KSP2. I don't think I want to try that one, but I like the fact it's giving me missions and move satellites. Rescue another person. Rescue another person. We should tell me if they're pilots or medics but. And science data from Minimus. That one I'm grabbing because we're going to send a Kerbal out there soon. Going to get rid of some rescue missions here. Satellite in Kerbal in Keo stationary orbit. They call it Keo stationary orbit. I always call it Kerbal stationary. I will grab that one because we can definitely do it. There were a couple of rescue missions there. Satellite around Minimus. Sure, why not? No, no. Not for now. Maybe later. And this one is bringing a sandstorm out. This requires a landing. We're going to do a landing anyway. So I'm going to accept it. I'm not going to accept it because I don't know if we're going to get around to it. We have 4 good missions right now. Let's just do a couple of clear downs. Not doing a test. Don't care. Rescue, rescue, rescue. We could do with some rescues. Don't want to test pass. There we go. Science data from around Minimus. Yes, I'll take that one. Get rid of that one. Leave that one alone for a minute too. Science data from the surface of the Moon. I would love to, but we haven't been there yet properly. So I'm going to ignore that one, but I'm not deleting it. There's a 10-year expiry, but I don't want it to run out when we're doing stuff, so we'll get it back again sometime soon. Don't want to test one. That's a pretty start. Okay, so we have 5 missions on the go. We're going to actually roll the stream up now because it's been just shy of 4 hours. But when we come back to the next time we stream this game, we have just short of 1 million in the bank. 96 science, so we can buy that next upgrade for bigger engines or plane parts. And we have a bunch of missions to go and do some interesting stuff straight off the bat. So there we go. We have things to be doing. And we can now welcome into our Miss Berthel Kerman and Siegfried Kerman. Well, I'm not allowed to rename, apparently. Of all the things they didn't add to it, I'm surprised they didn't add the ability to rename them. Rest in peace, Valentina and Jebediah. But we only have 1 pilot, and that is a problem right now. So I either need to buy a pilot at 79,000, or hope we can do some rescue missions and get some rescue pilots. Cool. Alrighty. Well, we'll be picking this up probably next week then. We'll play a bit more KSP for a while and get back into it. Let's make sure this all saves. Quick to main menu to actually save without crashing. Good. Alrighty. Well, thank you all for coming out. I hope you've had a good day and I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to very quickly check to see if anyone I know is streaming at this time of night because it's a bit earlier than we normally end, so I might get lucky. The answer is no. Alrighty. I need more people to follow, basically. Alright, well, thank you all for coming out. I hope you've had fun, and I hope to see you all on Friday. What game are we streaming on Friday? I don't know, because I never know. I barely ever know on the day, so we'll figure something out for Friday. But please do come out, and we will have some fun then. Anyway, until the next time, have a good evening, have a good night, and I'll see you all then. Bye.